Oh, it's about fucking time. Holy everything. So now, hypothetically, if I was to, you know, chat this little bubble right here, uh, uh, perfect. Wow. This is exactly what I wanted. You don't fucking sigh, mate. Goodness gracious. Oh god, I gotta reach over in a weird way. Okay. I am so happy. What's up, fam? What's up, Trump likes memes? What it do, mate? Alright, cool. Do I sound alright? What it do, mate? Alright. I think I sound okay. I'll get a little closer to my shit, and then I'm gonna turn this game up a little bit, because this is what my audio is supposed to be today. Alright. Oh god, that's too close. Alright, what's up guys? My name is Jeremy from the JayJugular channel. For those of you who are new here, I do streams on the regular. Yes, I am wearing a hat. It's different, I guess. The main reason for that is I already talked about this previously. My pink headphones are gone. I don't have what makes me me anymore, alright? So I don't have that. So I decided to just, rock a hat. Not to mention, I think I'm gonna go bald. I mean, I know I'm gonna go bald at some point, like in my 30s, but I think I'm just gonna go bald. But I think I want to start rocking hats. If it's not, shut up. I'm just gonna shut up. So here's the thing: Crash Team Rumble got announced about a month ago, ish. It's about a month, right? It's been about a month since it got released, or not released, fuck, I'd be playing that shit right now if it got released. It's been a month since it got announced, to which, I don't know what the speculation was. I don't know if a lot of people were just hype. I don't know if a lot of people were kind of mixed. I don't know. I mean, I know me right now, considering it's a completely different Crash game, I'm hyped for it. I just want to see more Cleveland Cavalier hat. Yes, sir. I don't really care for any of the sports teams. I'm just rocking something that looks good on me. That's like, I always like the sports hats and shit look so dapper. They look good and everything, but like I don't care for none of these sports teams. I just be wearing hats just to wear them. But yes, I don't know what was Crash Team Rumble's initial reaction, if that makes sense. Like I don't know if people were just like amazed, overwhelmed, curious, confused, upset. Like, I don't know. Wait, did I get them all? I'm trying to miss. I missed this one. Because I was hype about it. I thought it looked kind of cool, but, like, I just need to see more gameplay of it. And then I'll be good. It's just more or less like the trailer itself felt like a, hey, Crash fans, this exists sort of trailer. Like, there was nothing else that was, like, pretty much shown off. Like, we just know the game exists, which is bare bones all we really fucking need. But besides the point, okay. Let's save over this one. Besides the point, I have decided I'm going to be doing a Crash Bandicoot marathon. I'm doing this simply because I really just want to have some type of something going on. Plus, I already started the Daiki challenge for Crash Bash, to which I did do that stream like hella early, like this week, or what, I forgot what day it was. I think it was like Saturday. I think I did Saturday. I did it Saturday. I did it hella fucking early. So if you missed that VOD, you can check it out on Twitch while it's still there. May or may not upload it to YouTube if I have the time to, if I remember to. So that's that. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna start with Crash Bandicoot 1. The only difference with this game is, or me running through this game this time, I'm not gonna 100% it at all. I have no fucking intention to do it. I'm already doing it for another channel that I'm a part of. I've already done it just for shits and giggles to like practice 100%ing it. So this is going to be a very, very casual run through of Crash 1. Very casual. Now, when we get to Crash 2 and 3, oh yeah, hell yeah, 100% gonna 100% those, without a doubt. This game's ending though, there's multiple reasons why I'm not gonna 100% it. Right? First off, this game's ending ends as if, like, it. How can I put this? The game's ending without getting all the boxes and all the gems and everything is canon, if that makes sense. Like. If you get all the crates, Crash 2 doesn't pick up from that. I keep saying crates. If you get all the gems, Crash 2 doesn't pick up from that ending. Crash 1 or Crash 2 picks up from the ending as if you didn't get all the gems, right? So that's one reason why I'm gonna just regularly play the game. No gems. Not gonna worry about that shit. If I miss a gem, and I usually will go back and get gems whenever I have all the colored gems, but no, we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna beat the game. Yep, we're gonna see Crash get a headache from all these boxes. I don't care, because this is just me casually playing the game. Throughout this whole journey, my intent, mostly because I always have a book of topics. I'm sure y'all have seen it, like my little pink book. It's over there by my couch. I have to clean up my apartment as we're like talking about this. I need to clean it up before I start working tomorrow. In my head, I was like, I feel like there's something coming up like way later, but I just randomly thought about it. Very scarring thing I have to do later, way later, depending on when I actually get a notification about it. I usually will have a book of topics, you know what I'm saying, like something to kind of keep me like steady while I'm streaming, you know, keeps me on top of things to where I'm just not, you know, going 30 minutes without saying a fucking word, which some streamers can do that. I can't. I kind of just want something to talk about. And then the number one thing I've always learned is whenever it comes to streaming, you should always have some type of conversation going, because some people don't really like to like hear a quiet stream, if that makes sense. I don't know about walking on a stream, like what sells me is out. What sells me is the game that you're playing, and then from there it's just like appearance. Appearance is like big for me when it comes to streams. Like I will pick up on, it depends on who you are, right? Like I'll pick up on certain people like dress a certain way, or the scenery and everything that you have going on in your stream. It just depends. Legit depends. But yeah, throughout this stream, I'm gonna be talking about a lot of stuff because I'll also support this as well, at least for my channel. Well, at least on my channel, not for my channel. But for those people who follow me and also know who John, the owner of the Game Master Guys, is, it is the 10-year anniversary of his channel. For those of you who don't know, I also do content with John for his channel. I've done a lot of I've done a lot of different videos with him. More popular, if I had to say, in the Pokemon videos, because I've done that with him since like 2013. Mainly for me, I want them to have a webcam and talk to chat. Yeah, that too, right? Like being like noticing your people, noticing the people that support you. I'm 1010%. I don't know what it's like. I mean, I have had raids and people just comment bomb my stream and then me just trying to catch up to the chat as much as possible. But whenever it's like just one person, I mean, I'm a small streamer right now, at least on Twitch. So whenever I'm on Twitch, I can easily just comment and just talk to people, especially if I'm playing a game where I'm very familiar with everything. So Crash 1, fucking cake, I can do this. Listen, call me Johnny Trick. Hopefully it just fucking works, even though if I die, I don't fucking care. If I 100% this game, it's gonna be whenever we get to the Insane Trilogy. I'm not. I've already 100% this game once. But yeah. So it's gonna be 10 years. I don't know the exact date. I want to say it's sometime in February, but it's gonna be 10 years, dude. And a lot can be said. I'm very appreciative of the moments I've had with John and everything I've learned through him about how to be better at content, everything that I've done with him as a friend, and everything, in every single moment that we've had. We've come a long way. And we've had some times, I've had times where John's made me laugh, John's pissed me off, and John has just been, a great dude overall. But, it's a big deal. 10 years is a long time to be friends with anybody. I've been friends with my best friend Torrance since kindergarten, and I'm 24. So you can do the math on that one, but we have been friends that long. And I don't regret one moment of it. But hopefully y'all can hear the game. I'm not gonna be playing music today. I did. Now I'm more upset that I had a fucking Aku Aku mask. I'm not gonna be playing music today. I already kind of started streaming late, and the reason for that. Hey Lily, what's up? I already started streaming late, and that's because I wanted to eat. Like, my philosophy is I used to always fuck, dude. I used to always like record or do a session without eating because I just think I'd survive. And then I'd have those times where I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna eat while I stream. And to be honest, I think that's like, I look at those times now, and I still kind of do it, but I've done videos where I've eaten food in the background, and it just doesn't sound good. 19, 20 years, damn. Hell yeah, it's been that long. Like, I've known that guy for years. We still talk. We don't like talk commonly, but Torrance is one of those people. Like, honestly, I could depend on him for anything. And like some things, like we'll just randomly talk about random shit. And like right now, this one game I bought recently that I was really invested in playing. I'm still invested in it. I'm either gonna double dip or just wait till I get another PlayStation 5 controller because I'm dealing with my controller drifting. I was playing through Disco Elysium because I wanted to play it, and funny thing is, I already wanted to play Disco Elysium. I have it in my wish list on Steam, but I got it for the PS5 when it was on sale. And Torrance is very into the game, so I took the initiative to just make it into like kind of a television series where he can just watch me play the game and I can commentate over it. Not record it. It's just one of our like friend things. We should really do that more often. Like, we should really start playing games, like, together more often, I think. Or, like, him playing a game that I want him to play and then I watch him play it. We should really do that more often, dude. But, yeah, this whole thing, like, throughout this adventure, I'm going to take this moment to commemorate moments in Crash Bandicoot 1. Or, not Crash Bandicoot 1, because there's a lot of other Crash games. Just in Crash Bandicoot in general. Believe it or not, some people know me, at least my close friends know me for really loving Donkey Kong Country as a series and just loving, what do you call it? other Donkey Kong games in general. Most of my friends will tell you that, like, oh yeah, he's the Donkey Kong guy. Like, he's definitely a Donkey Kong fanatic, this, that, and the third. But believe it or not, Crash Bandicoot also resonates with me very well. Just as much as Mario, just as much as, yeah, I would say Mario, Donkey Kong, and Crash. Those are the three video game mascots who probably enveloped my childhood. My longest friendships have been around 9 years. That's understandable. I could be honest. Like a lot of my friends and I had in high school, I'm only probably cool with about like when I say cool with, I don't want to say like the rest of them fall. I won't say like that. I won't say cool with. I probably communicate or reach out to at least less than 10. And in high school, a bunch of people because you have the same class, you have the same something in common with that person to where you're in an environment where you're just forced to talk to this person, right? For me, I only really talk to a few of them, and that's mainly because the problem was like nowadays being in the military and everything, you form new friends. Whether you go to college or you join the military or you do whatever, you get new friends. You know what I'm saying? And nothing against the people who I already met. It's just the connection. Like you really test your friendship with people based on distance. Like distance really kills relationships, friendships, what have you. Let me know if the game's like loud or anything, please. I just have it turned up to where you could kind of hear it. I can hear it vividly well, but I just need to know if y'all can hear it. But yeah, 9 years, that's like, we'll say like hypothetically, 9 years ago, 24, I was 15. So I was in my freshman year of high school. No, I was in my, not freshman year, I was in my sophomore year of high school. Yep, sophomore year. Do I have my Kool-Aid, dog? Nope, I fucking put that. I have water. That's what I need. I need that clear shit. The game sounds good. Thank you, Lily. Appreciate you. I was in my 10th grade year of high school at 15. And I would say, yeah, high school is probably when you start making those lifetime friends. I would definitely say that. I would definitely say high school is like when you can start making those lifetime friends. I don't think some people make their friendships in college. Other people make them like how I did early on in your school years. It really depends. I definitely think high school is like when you're starting to do the clubs and then you're starting to drive. You have high school parties. Some people start losing friends, when they get to high school too. Like, if you ever seen, like, there's a picture that shows, like, 9th grade year, you have all of these friends. It's like a large fucking group of people. And then 10th grade, it diminishes. And then 11th grade, it's even smaller. And then by 12th grade, you have, like, 3 or 4 friends that you can just seriously count on that you hang out with. And, that speaks volumes. I think by the time that you're, like, maybe 9th, 10th grade, like, you can still form friends by 11th, 12th grade year. But in my opinion, by the time you adult a little bit, like even in your late teen years, I would say by the time you're about to graduate high school, as an adult, it's very hard to make friends with people. Like, it's very fucking hard. Like, I'm awkward, dude. I'm awkward, but some people say I'm not. And it just depends. It depends on the environment, it depends on who I'm talking to. It depends on a lot of factors. Like, how's my social battery doing? Is it charged up? No Drake. But my honest God truth opinion, like, it is like hard as an adult to really just make friends. I agree, bro. I had this one friend for a while, then we lost connection for like 1-2 years, and it's never been the same. You know what they say, quality over quantity. That is very true. Now I'm currently a freshman, so I've had a couple of my friends since kindergarten. Yeah, see, it really just depends. It depends on like distance. It depends on like what y'all have in common. Sometimes it also depends on like where y'all live at. Like, well, distance. So does your parents know your friends' parents? Like, for me, I think what made me and Torrance closer friends was the fact that we actually started hanging out. Fuck, was it 8th grade here we started hanging out? No, no, it had to have been like 6th grade. No, fuck, dude. What grade did me and Torrance hang? I wish he was here. Hold up, I'm finna text him. Because now I'm curious. Literally texting him. Alright, and then I need my ring around. Just so I can get the text. Ow. Bro, if I'm actually gonna play through the game without getting gems, I might beat this in like, I don't know how long it's been. It's been like 20 minutes. I might actually beat this. It may be an hour and a half. I was gonna say an hour and a half tops. If I'm not getting the gems on me, this shit's gonna be fast. I will definitely be starting Crash 2. We will 100% that game. This game I'm not doing it. I've already done it like multiple times on this version. And we're going to be replaying these games on the Insane Trilogy, so I see no absolute fucking point. Give it a second. I specifically like this part. JayJugular. Fuck, that's so bad. Yeah, dude, that's tough though. Like I said, the only friend I've probably had since kindergarten is Torrance, and it's crazy because there was this one dude who I knew not well. I would say we knew each other. We weren't like super close like that, but this one dude named, I'm not dropping names, Jared, what the fuck is wrong with you? This one dude always asked me, he was like, hey, like, are you still friends with that dude so-and-so? I'm like, yeah, we're still friends. Like, bro, that's crazy. It's been like X amount of years. Like, every single time I'd see this dude, he'd be like, oh yeah, you still friends with so-and-so? It's been X amount of years. Like, that's crazy. How y'all still friends like that? I said, I don't know. Because it's just, like, me and Torrance might not have the same things in common as far as video games and shit, but we're able to connect on a level to where, like, we can just talk. Like, if anything, like, this is him. I knew it was 6th. Cool. Crash 2 and 3 are easier to complete 100% compared to Crash 1. Without a fucking doubt. Without a fucking doubt. But yeah, like, I knew it. Because I remember in 6th grade when we first started hanging out, I want to say to my mom, like, asked me about Torrance. And I, like, because my mom, she used to be, well, she still is a cosmetologist, but she doesn't do hair anymore. My mom used to do like hair with my aunt, and I'm pretty sure like Torrance's mom got her hair done down the street. So she got her hair done, and then she mentioned like Torrance and everything. And then this is when we first started hanging out. I think the first time we hung out, it was at Pizza Hut. I think we went to go see a fucking movie. I can't remember what movie it was, but his mom took us. We went to see a movie. It was in Oxford, which is like a ways out from where I live at, or where I lived at back home. And then we went back to my place. My mom and his mom was talking for a bit, and then we started playing games and shit. So we played Sonic Heroes. I think that's really all we played. And then from then on, like Saturday would be me and Torrance's day to hang out. Like, we used to hang out every fucking Saturday. Like, especially, like, 6th grade through... 6th grade through... Fuck. when do we hang out the most? I want to say 6th grade through 10th grade. It was very consistent. Like it would either like, I think we take turns like, and then at a certain point like I just started going to his house. It's a mix between like me getting out of my house, not to mention like his house. He had more games. Like Torrance had more stuff for us to do at his place. Funny enough, yeah, those were the days. Like I would just go over to his place. Easy shit. For my whole life, I've had only one group of friends, and not because I can't make friends, because they are quality. Sometimes it's like that, dog. Like what Lily said, it's quality over quantity. Like having that one, I'd rather have that one friend who I can connect with, I feel comfortable with, I can talk about anything with, or I could just be fucking random with. First off, Google Chrome, I'm gonna need you to turn off all notifications. That was fucking rude, and I hope I didn't hurt nobody's ears with that. Or I have that one friend who I can easily talk to about anything, laugh with, kick it with. Like I can just talk about anything with this one person instead of just having multiple friends. Like for me, if I'm having multiple friends, I more or less don't want that. Like I can tell you from experience, having a lot of friends is awful. Like it's actually fucking awful. Like if anything, it's good to know a lot of people, but how can I put it? Sometimes having a lot of friends is hard because I think there was a point. It might have been, was it in Vegas when I lived there? There's a point, whenever you want to hang out with one group of friends, but this other group of friends ask you to hang out, and then they're like, hey, do you want to hang out with us? Like, you didn't hang out with us last time. And then you're just like, fuck. Like, I mean, shit, I already have plans with this group. And then the group that you said, hey, I already have plans with, they're like, fuck, you never want to hang out with us anymore. You're always flaking on us, so on and so forth. So then you have to tell that other group of friends, like, hey, I'm not going to be able to hang out next time. I got to do this, that, and the third. But then that same group that you just told that shit to, they're like, well, we're going to go do this thing, and you really want to go do this thing. Oh, my God. Thank fuck. Like, you tell that group of friends, like, hey, like, I can't hang out. And, damn. Y'all going to a video game bar next time? Fuck. And then you miss out. But you only do that because you don't want to make your other friend group, feel like that you just flaking on them. I'm telling you guys, having too many friends is awful. It's good to just have, like, those groups, though. The best part about it is, though, you get invited to, like, damn near fucking everything. Like, people respect you, and then, whenever you need a favor, like, you can just hit people up. I don't want to say it in a way like you're using them, but knowing a lot of people and just not being an asshole, like being respectable, being honorable to people, and then having some form of connection with people helps you in the long run whenever you actually need something. And I'm not saying just use your friends for shit. That's definitely not what I'm saying. But true blue friends are going to help you out in any situation. And I have a lot of those. So I'm very thankful for that. I have especially my close circle of friends, like outside of the streaming shit, not online or nothing. Like those, I would say like I have at least 2 friends who I would say are like, no, I have four friends who are probably the closest people I've ever met, and I thank God every day that I have them. They probably aren't watching this, but maybe I'll clip it to them, and then I'll show them, like, oh, yeah, I talked about y'all. Like, this is what I said. And then they'll be like, oh, my God, like, you really mean that? Like, yeah, like, I don't know. Can I get it all in one go? I always fuck this up. Because I normally don't get it in one go. I can. Okay, one more. If I can get it, like the last time I did this, I fucked it up so many times. I think I had it. All in one fucking go. The last time I did this shit, I fucked up so bad. Well, I didn't fuck up. I didn't die. But I kept missing the timing for it. This is going fast. Like, oh my Jesus. But dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I was gonna say, should I get the green gem here? Or I mean, it's only useful later. Oh shit! Yo, when I say I scared the shit out of me, he's just. I'm only saying that for I forgot the name of the level. The one that gives you a fuck ton of extra lives and a shortcut if you get the green gem here. I can't remember which level it is, but yeah. So besides that point, I've been talking about how dope Torrance is like forever. So what this stream is gonna be again, I'm gonna be talking about my history with the Game Master guys. I'm gonna take this opportunity to do it, and I feel like this is the best way to do it, or the best type of stream to do it, mostly because this series is gonna go a while, and my history with the Game Master guys has been a while. So, holy shit. Yeah, I've been a part of the Game Master guys for a while, and I've been friends with John just as long. You know what? Fuck it, I don't need it anyway. But I will kill you though. This. So kind of to start with that, before I get into like my whole history, humble beginnings and everything. Fuck. I'm surprised I made that. I'm gonna talk about my history with Crash Bandicoot 1. Hopefully the game doesn't end before I get to that, and then start talking about some history with John first, or at least the Game Master guys as a whole. My history with this game. I thought my phone was like, "Don't talk about that yet. It's top secret." No, but my history with Crash Bandicoot 1. First off, as a kid, I had this issue with understanding that sequels exist. What do I mean by that? First off, if a game had the number 2 on it, I don't know why, I just wasn't that curious enough to be like, I wonder what the first game is like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was that fucking curious with a lot of sequels and games that had like a 2 or a part 2, part 3, whatever the fuck. I was never the curious sort at all. Like, at all. So, I say that to say, we had Crash 2, Crash 3, Crash Team Racing, and Crash Bash. Crash Bash the longest. I don't know where that disc is at all. I don't know where our copy is. I have my own copy of Crash Bash, but the actual copy that we had in the house, I don't know what the fuck happened to it. We had all those games. Some type of way. Crash 2, Crash 3. I don't know what happened to Crash Team Racing either. I think those are like borrowed games from my uncle on my dad's side. I want to say that. That's what I want to say. But we had all those games growing up in the house, right? We never had Crash 1. My dad never played it, never cared for it. Not at all, right? So, never had Crash 1. Christmas of... I was in 4th grade, right? This was Christmas of 2011. Yeah. This was definitely Christmas of 2011. I remember that because 2010, I had the Wii. So, Christmas of 2011, right? That was the year I got a PSP 3000. Like, I got the sleek PSP model. To this day, I want to go back in time and beat the shit out of myself for this, but that year, this is when I started bringing my games to school, right? I literally had 2 years of doing that. I did that shit in 4th grade and 5th grade. Yeah. my school system as a whole, the Mississippi school system, or at least outside for like the school I went to, was very strict. I'm talking like holy shit. Like my school back home where I'm originally from was fucking strict. Like my friends on Discord always talk about like their days like with the DS and the Wii and everything, and how they had like a bunch of friends they would play DS games with and stuff on the schoolyard. I didn't have that growing up. Like nobody really just played Nintendo games. I got the color gem on fucking accident. I originally was just like, oh, I'm just gonna try and get it to get the extra lives or something in that one level going forward, or just use it to get a shortcut. But I got it on accident. Fuck it. But I brought my DS to school a couple of times, and I brought my PSP to school like twice. Now, the dumbest shit to do is to bring your PSP to like school. Like, first off, bringing your consoles to school is dumb as fuck, right? Like, I look at those situations, and maybe it's because I didn't do it growing up. Like, I just think, looking back at that, I'm like, dude, first off, for me, at least how my school was set up, as far as like when you get breaks and shit, oh my Jesus. Like, considering how my school was with breaks and everything, we'll say like, we'll say like before 6th grade, because that's when recess, stopped becoming a thing, at least for me. So, recess, right? Oh my Jesus. So at recess, let's say it's like 5th grade, right? You get like maybe an hour, 45 minutes to an hour of recess to do what the fuck ever you want to do, right? That's the thing. Afterwards, you go to lunch, you do that, whatever. My school, like I've heard stories of people on Discord saying like, oh yeah, I got to have my phone or my DS's, electronics and stuff out. Some people, like, I did not have that. Nobody played Nintendo in school at all. Like, I swear it was like, there was that era of like maybe, I would say like 2nd through 5th grade. You see people bringing the cheat codes and shit to class for Grand Theft Auto. Like, hold up, I want that. Dick. You see people bringing the loose leaf paper cheat codes for Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, because everyone just loved that one the most. People were talking about Madden. This wasn't the 2K era yet. People didn't care too much for 2K, but it was like Madden and Grand Theft Auto. That's all people fucking talked about. No one talked about Mario Party, Mario Kart. No one. There was a group of people that talked about Pokemon, but you know what's crazy? People made fun of those people. I'm legit, like, when people say like, oh yeah, like now all these people laughing at anime and this and the third, they ain't really into Pokemon, they got into it later, and it's like, bruh, I'm from that. Like, now I'll be honest, I didn't really watch anime growing up. Like, some of the stuff that I did watch was like the mainstream shit that shouldn't even, I won't say shouldn't be considered anime, but they were so mainstream that you could damn near call them cartoons. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that era. Like, I started watching like Dragon Ball Z Kai. What other anime was I into? I was into Pokemon, Naruto, all that stuff. Those people got heavily made fun of. Like, I remember one time, then like again, that shit was not allowed in my school. Like, people, like, I think one time I brought Pokemon cards, and my English teacher in 6th grade got so irritated at us for just having them in the back. Like, we were trying to trade cards. My teacher, I think he got fucking pissed. I think I got a notification. Is this real? But nah, dude, like, my teacher got pissed at us. I remember, like, one time in school, like, I, uh, I stole a Pokemon card, right? I remember the card to this day. And I remember because, like, they gave me, like, a stack of Pokemon cards to get started just to keep, just so I could start a collection. And I remember, like, heavily, to this day, I stole somebody's card. And this lasted all fucking day. I want to say it lasted, like, did it last all day? It might have. It might have lasted all fucking day. I just remember, in 6th grade, bro, in 6th grade, right? I recall my 6th grade teacher moving, like, it was a group of us at a table, and I recall, like, my teacher, like, moving, like, splitting us all up. I heavily remember that shit. Oh my Jesus, I so remember that. Like, my 6th grade teacher, because I had math homeroom in 6th grade, and my teacher, like, I was sitting at a group of people I fucked with, you know what I'm saying? I was in a classroom full of people I didn't really know like that. I knew a few people, but I haven't been in class with them since, like, 3rd, 2nd grade, some shit. But I was split up, you know, and then she moved me, like, by her desk at a table, like, by myself. Like, I thought that shit was bogus as fuck. Like, I was moved by myself, bro. That shit was crazy. But yeah, I remember I stole this man's Pokemon card. It was a Quagsire card. And if I look at the artwork, I will get so many flashbacks. I remember the fucking artwork. I remember everything. I stole the card, and I was, like, fiending. I was fiending for it. And then I just remember, I don't know how my mans didn't know that I stole a card. To this day. That's, you know, foul on me, right? Terrible, terrible thing for me to do. Steal a Pokemon card from someone. What the fuck? I'm curious. Is there a new Avatar game coming out?
And specifically, like last year, we were given access to the beta, and we're gonna check it out. I already did chase the gacha,
What type of game is this? Is this like... I swear that they were developing an Avatar: The Last Airbender game where you can make your own character. You can pick what type of bending that you want. That would be goated as fuck. I thought that's what that was because I saw Game Explain do a video on that, and I was like, "Holy fuck, is this finally happening?" Like, but it's like a mobile game, so I don't think it's worth a damn. But no, like, I stole a Quagsire card, and I remember this man, he stood over me. Like, in school, I don't know if y'all had the same shit where y'all had to wait for the bell to ring. Y'all had y'all morning announcements over that loud-ass intercom, and then they gave the school announcements. You had to do the Pledge of Allegiance. If y'all had the same school, I think everybody might have, I'm guessing. As we're doing the pledge, like, he walks over to me and says, "Give me back my card." I'm like, "What are you talking?" You know, I'm trying to be, and that was foul, bro. That was foul as fuck for me to do that. That man literally stood over me, and the teacher, you know what? He's making a scene now, and I'm like, "Oh my god, okay, stop, please stop. I didn't steal your shit." And I give him the card, and I can't even remember if this was an all day thing or not. Like, I want to think that I did this all the way up until, like, the end of the day, and then I never gave the card back. But I eventually gave it back because I already know this shit would have gone had it, like, persisted. Like, if it would have persisted, nah, dog, I can't even imagine. Because I was, that would have been bad. But yeah, so, god damn. My history with Crash. Let's get to that. I don't even know how I got sidetracked that far, but so Christmas of 2011, I got a PSP 3000. I also got Jack Lost Frontiers, which, as a kid, you know when you're a kid, you just play what the fuck ever, right? Whenever your parents get you a game, you just fucking play it, because, you know, it's a game. Your parents get it. This thing is on my fucking ass. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. You know when you're a kid, like, whenever your parents get you a game, you just fucking play it. You don't think about the reviews. You don't think about... Because, as a kid, you don't hear shit, hey, glad I caught one of your streams live. Hey, appreciate it. Or. I'll call you Or. Because I want to say Oridigon. Oridigon? I'm going to call you Or. Thank you. Whew. That thing was on my ass. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. If you don't know what we're doing right now, I'm doing a Crash Bandicoot marathon leading up to Crash Team Rumble. Of course, we're going to start with Crash 1. I am not 100%ing it, because I've already done it before, and I'm already doing it for another channel, so I'm good. So yeah. I would have been invincible. But I got a PSP Christmas 2011. Got Jack Frontiers. Didn't know shit about the game other than I love Jack and Daxter, and I think that was the reason why my parents got it. The story I was telling was specifically geared towards... Oh my Jesus. The story was geared towards, hey, I brought my PSP to school, and, Forgot what? Was it something I forgot or something you forgot? Knowing that, I'm pretty sure it's something I forgot. So if I forgot something, I'm terrible. Wasn't that just fucking awesome? Alright, But 2011 Christmas, got my PSP. Also got Jack and Daxter Lost Frontiers. Couldn't fucking say words for a second. I played the game for a little bit. I eventually was able to connect online and play it because we did have internet at that point in time, I want to think. And then this is when I discovered the PSP store, right? So where you could download classic games and download other stuff also. But I saw the PlayStation Classics, and lo and behold, what did I see? I see Crash Bandicoot 1. Didn't know the game fucking existed. Again, I was very weird when it came to sequels. I didn't know that most games had a sequel or had a first game or an initial game that, you know, started them off. I only knew of Crash 2, 3, CTR, and Crash Bash at the time, right? So, I tell my dad, I show him Crash Bandicoot 1, and then as a bonus, you know, I showed him all the other Crash games that was on the PSP store, you know, as I proceed to get hype. And my dad, lo and behold, got me, you know, you have to get the PSP memory card separate, which I fucking hated. But once I got my memory stick, I was able to download PlayStation 1 games, and then I was able to get Crash 1 on, I think I got it Christmas Day. You know, my first time playing it, initially, I was very confused why I couldn't use the little analog stick or whatever that excuse for an analog stick on the PSP was. I was very confused why I couldn't use the analog stick and I'm only allowed to use the D-pad. I was very confused, and I wondered why Crash looked like this. like this. I wondered why he looked like that, you know? Again, keep in mind, this is my first time ever seeing anything about this game. You know, I go through an entire level, I get all the boxes, I'm confused why I don't even get to see me getting all the boxes. Very fucking confused. my first initial time playing Crash Bandicoot 1 was nothing but confusion. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought the game was weird. To be honest, I just genuinely didn't know why everything was the way it was. Until many years later, I would get a chance to replay the game. And I can't remember how I got a chance to replay it. I want to say it was through PS3. I've never owned this game physically. So it most certainly was through the PS3. Actually, it was either the PS3 that my uncle had, or it might have been through an emulator. One of the two. One of the two. So, as a kid, my first time playing this was very much so like, why are things the way that they are? Like, why is this way? Why is this that way? Come to find out, this is just the first Crash Bandicoot game, and this was their, this was Naughty Dog's, humble beginnings into the Crash Bandicoot franchise. But I didn't know that shit as a kid, and I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. Like, my first Crash Bandicoot games, like my era of Crash, I'll be honest, as a kid, I loved everything Crash Bandicoot. Nowadays, I'm very, what's the word? I'm very controversial with a lot of games. I don't love all of them, but I like them. I like all of Crash Bandicoot. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, like, and as a kid, you just don't care for review scores. You don't care for, like, oh, is this game, like, who reviewed this? Let me see gameplay of it first. Simpler times. As a kid, you just get games. Like, you don't give a fuck about the review scores. You don't give a fuck about what Joe Schmo rated this game, or how this game did, or what version of the game you want to get, if it has DLC, if the game's finished or unfinished. You just play the game. I low-key miss that, because I feel like nowadays we're so corrupted by media sources and review scores. That's a different topic. But yeah, my history of Crash Bandicoot 1 is short. I did not play this game at all growing up. But getting into that PSP, where that PSP is now, yeah, it's gone. That's just, that PSP is gone. I'm surprised my dad never asked me. He never asked me about that PSP. Never. To this day, my family does not know what happened to that PSP. They do not. But whatever happened to it? So I was telling a story of, me bringing my games to school. That was a arc in itself. I started, and once this happened, I pretty much stopped bringing my games to school. But I had a Coke in my backpack, I want to say. I either had a Coke in my backpack, or I just had a Coke just on the desk. And I want to say it was some type of class thing we were doing. I think that's why I had a Coke. Or it was Fun Friday. Fun Friday was this thing where the school was selling snacks like popcorn. They sold pickles, drinks, baked chips, all types of shit. And this was every Friday. You all you needed was like $1, and you could buy all these fucking snacks and shit. But so I think I had a Coke, and I hid my PSP in my desk. Like, if y'all ever had them desks that, like, you put your books in, so you have the top part, and then underneath it, it's like a little, like, hole or a cubby where you just put your books. You can put whatever the fuck you want. So you could, like, hide shit in here. Like, you could dead ass, like, if a school didn't have good security, like, you could just hide whatever the fuck. Like, it's kind of dangerous nowadays, considering how society and parenting and kids are and everything nowadays, but you could really just hide a weapon, honestly. Now, I'm not saying that as, like, me thinking dark, but I'm saying that, like, realistically, it's kind of scary, because nowadays, like, your kid could bring, like, any type of weapon or some shit and put it in there. I'm just saying. But yeah, so I hid my PSP in there, and I wasted drinking the cubby. Now, keep in mind, you're probably like, how? Like, fucking how did you waste something in that fucking cubby hole? And my PSP got fucked up by a Coke. I never got a chance to play that PSP again. It would not turn on. I had it for some time before trying to hide it, but so my parents wouldn't see that I basically wasted their money, and I felt fucking terrible. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Not only did I missed the PSP's like lifespan, or I just wasn't really involved in it simply because I lost my PSP due to a child mistake, like fucking up a console. So, biggest regret I've ever had with one of my gaming consoles, or just as a gamer in general, one of the biggest regrets I've ever fucking had. So, do I ever just want to like get a PSP again just to see if I can relive that magic? No, but yes. Like, I definitely missed out on a lot of games with the PSP, but I think so. I think I definitely wouldn't mind like getting my own PSP. Oh shit! Who we got? Who we got? Los 372. Is that Carlos? Is that Carlos? Who's Los 372? No, if it was Carlos, it'd be Kneebird. That's not him. But anyway, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you so much. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the conversation. Appreciate the follow. We are ever so close to 50 followers on Twitch. I hope to reach that goal at least before the half of the year is over. If you're also on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube as well. We're close to 700 subscribers. Currently at 694. So eventually when we hit 700 subscribers, you know, that's my one goal. I don't know how long it's going to take me to reach 1,000. Maybe it can be done this year, but we'll see. I don't even know what the fuck I do if I hit 1,000 subs, dog. Alright, so just as an FYI, I'm going to get the Crash 2 in this stream. Actually, no, I got to send out a reminder because I'm going to be double turning on recordings today. Let me see. Let's see here. Shift at everyone. Is it 3 hours? Or let's say 6:30. Cool. It's Carlos. I knew it. Bro, I knew it. No, originally I was like, it can't be Carlos because he's always Kneebird on Twitch, so you threw me off for a minute. I saw that and I was like, oh, thank you, Lo. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. But no, like I think to this day, I low-key want to get a PSP again, but it's like, I don't know what I'd want on it. I don't know the purpose of having a PSP. If I got a PSP, I'd honestly jailbreak it. Can't even cap, can't deny, can't fool, can't lie. I would totally just jailbreak it. It's the same thing with a Vita. I don't see the point of even having a Vita. First off, it's not even backwards compatible. Like, what can I do with that? And I think Sony, you know, right behind Nintendo in the realm of backwards compatible, really should have made the Vita backwards compatible. Did you do your overlays yourself? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, you talking about the overlays that show whenever someone follows me? Or because I don't have any fucking overlays? Or are you just being sarcastic? And hi, Shroud. How's it going, buddy? I basically did all of this myself. Like, I was going for a very, very simple, like, background and everything. I just picked a color that fit. I don't know. I just did it, dog. I don't know. Hi, Tana. Bye, Tana. But no. Like chat, because when I sure have trouble getting it to show up. Oh, yeah, I did that myself. One of my buddies from back home just hit me up. I don't want to just like ignore them. So I hate that. I've had one time when my sister like called me during a stream, and I was like, bro, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm busy. Like, you too busy enough to call? Like, yeah, I'm like, yes. Gotta keep the. Alright, so chat. How to get the chat up? So first off, I stream using Restream, which allows me to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So whenever I stream on both, on Restream, it actually gives you the option to like your stream chat in the stream overlay. So you have to use a web browser or as a browser source. You just copy and paste the link to your chat there, and then you can, you know, edit how your chat looks and everything. So that's how I do it. It's not really super difficult for me. I just make sure that it's really just on Restream. It's really just making sure that both, like where you're trying to source at, is linked. Like making sure YouTube isn't gonna be weird, because sometimes YouTube does this thing whenever you're trying to set up your chat and stuff, where it's like, oh, you want to just set up an event? That's what you're trying to do. It never just directly streams. You have to like go into YouTube, do some weird shit, and then fix it, and it's fucking annoying. Yeah, so that's how I do it. I can maybe show you at some point if you want. Completely up to you. Am I beast? Am I beast? Yes! Yes! Who followed? Elson Nombre 4. Appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. Adding on to that Twitch count, helping us get 50 followers and back to my affiliate. Wonderful affiliate title on Twitch. Twitch can't stop me, damn it. Come over here, you little asshole. Twitch can't fucking stop me. I had 200 followers on my old account, but they said no. They said no. I'm gonna get that shit again, plus more. You can't fucking stop me, Twitch. Not to mention, you can't stop my YouTube. I'm gonna hit 700 subscribers. What you finna do about it? I use OBS, but on one of my scenes it shows, but whenever I switch back to my client scene, it stops showing. You just gonna have to show me later. Like, you said a bunch of words that I kind of know that I don't know. But what's up, neighbor? I know that's you because I just told you my account. My man said he got his PC all up and ready to go. I'm happy for you. What you finna play first? Or what are you finna do first? Like I said, if you're trying to get into the stream game too, you can ask me. I got you. I can give you the tips. Yes, I know. I know. This is... We always go through this like this back and forth of who is this, and then you just like neighbor. Like, nah, dog. I got you. I got you. I know who this is. But yeah, man, like if you need tips, you need advice, you need the know-how, what to do, how to do it, let me know. For me, I can literally pull 100 followers in a month. I know I can, and that's only because the easiest way to do it is be consistent with fucking streaming. That's all you got. For me, at least. For me. Like, I could do this and talk about, you know, I'm just talking about like my history of Crash Bandicoot. And I could do that, and I could just be consistent with my streaming. As long as I'm consistent, dog, I can make anything shake. I promise you. I can make anything shake as long as I'm consistent. And I've been getting it right on Fortnite, and I'm currently playing Ready or Not. Which I saw was a good game. Excuse me. Yeah, Fortnite's pretty tough. Like, if I'm playing Fortnite, I fuck with no build mode. Just because I don't like building. I think that shit sucks. That's just my opinion. I only don't like it because building, there's a huge gap in skill whenever you're building, right? And you can say that for like pretty much any first FPS, third person shooter, any game that requires skill, there's always going to be a gap. Like, some people just got it. But, you know, when you got it, you got it. Some people just ain't got it like that, you know, in certain games. For me, like, Fortnite is one of those games where I feel like, ow, double ow, because that's toxic waste. Holy shit. I feel like Fortnite's just one of those games that anyone can fucking play. Like anyone, right? It's a standard FPS. Like, the game goes from a builder FPS game to just a regular third-person FPS. Well, okay, it's not FPS, but the game goes from a regular shooter, third-person shooter, where it's building, to just a regular third-person shooter. But the fun thing about Fortnite is, bro, we can get a squad of Spider-Man, Nathan Drake, All Might, and Goku together, and we could all be riding jet skis while trying to run from Venom. If you didn't understand what I said, rewind the part. If you need to rewind the part, that's Fortnite. Yeah, I feel you on that. I'm down to play the one, but I prefer building. Yeah, nah, fuck it. Hell no. My first stream was on League of Legends, and I wanted to stream yesterday, but I wanted to get all my overlays working properly first. I feel you, dog. Streaming, in my mind, like, it takes so much to get everything right. Like, Exhibit A, right? I streamed motherfucking... What the fuck did I stream? I was streaming Crash Bash because, as y'all know, if y'all know Daiki, Crash Bash fucking fanatic, right? This man 200%ed Crash. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Did I fall through the floor? Didn't mind building mode before I quit playing it. Nah. No, I can't do it. So, like, in my mind, like, I just imagine behind that other character, like, I swear to God, this is literally when I said this shit ain't for me. I said this shit wasn't for me. I was playing Fortnite. This was before no build mode came out. Shoot motherfucker one time with a sniper, a sniffer rifle, right? I shot him. Didn't even get any damage. In the distance, I see this motherfucker formating a tower. I'm like, dog, it's not even that serious. Like, not only was I all the way far away, I missed. It's not that serious. Like, I turned the game off. I turned the game off. Like, I turned the fucking game off. That was it. Don't have jet skis, but I can have that set up. And I'm going to be using OBS when I start streaming. Laugh emojis. Yeah, I went through the goddamn flow. What the fuck was that? Oh, Carlos, meet Damien. Damien, meet Carlos. Damien's my old neighbor from back home. He just got his PC working. Carlos also just got a PC. So, yeah, connections. Okay, we're just going to jump this time. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. Yeah. Meet Carlos. He's dope as fuck. He's funny. Also says dumb shit. He's like one of my close pals that makes me laugh whenever he said dumb shit. Watch, I saying this shit now. Tomorrow's gonna be like, oh yeah, I say dumb shit, huh? So you do like the funny shit. I say, yeah, guy, calm down. This fucking guy. But yes, PC gang unite. I would have played this on emulator, but no. I did not feel like having double monitors set up. It's not a hassle for me to set up, but I just didn't feel like it. Also, since I'm saying memories, Damien, we played basketball once. Yeah, he was my neighbor. I still call him my neighbor, even though I'm not home a lot. So it's just the term goes a long way. Like, I'm gonna be 40 and be like, neighbor, like, type shit. I don't know. But yeah, bro, I think that's literally it. Like, I don't have nothing else to say about Crash 1. I don't. Normally, the shit I'm talking about now is normally just saved for whenever we beat the game, right? Thoughts and stuff about the game. Um, I actually need to find a DS emulator so I can stream some of the older Pokemon games. DSMU Me, I think that's what it's called. DSMU Me. That's like the best one that I know of. So I would go with that one. Fun fact, speaking of fucking DS emulator, I just hacked my 2DS, jailbroke that bitch. Best decision I ever made. I can't lie to you because I homebrewed that some bit, bro. I'm not even capping when I say like the 3DS has probably became my top 5 favorite console. Like a console can literally change the game as soon as you learn how to jailbreak it. As soon as you do whatever the company didn't intend for you to do with the console, yeah, the console becomes amazing. Like, bro, I jailbroke that son bitch, bro. Got the homebrew channel. Learned how to get DS games for free. Learned how to get 3DS games, all the 3DS Virtual Console, all Japanese games. Like, I went stupid. Did I die? Oh, damn. I was like, wait a minute. I died. Like, oh, yeah. This game does the thing like, oh, yeah, you broke all the boxes, but you died. Like, what the fuck? Same. Just did it with my 3DS so I could play my Japanese imported games. Bruh, what's the must-have Japanese 3DS games? Let me know. Like, I'm trying to get down with some shit, dog. I saw a couple of games, but I'm like, I don't know, like, if these games are really worth it. The only game I got, because, I'm a Donkey Kong fiend, you feel me? I got Donkey Kong Land 3 for the Game Boy Color, but that's it. Like, what are the must-haves? Like, because I already know, Japan be on some sneak shit, because they be having some good games, too. But first off, I'm going to be understanding them shits. And some of them be looking pretty. Like, Japanese games are low-key pretty. Thank God that some of them, like some games that were originally Japanese only, got ported over to the West, because they know. There should not be not one fucking anime game that is single-handedly only for, like, Japanese players. Like, bring all them shits to the West, dog. Bring all of them shits to the West. Who hit me up on Snapchat? Oh, Damien. Damn that. Oh, he's still here. My guy. But yeah, bring all them shits to the West, dog. Now, I'm not as big as an anime fiend, as like my friends and shit around me, but hey, for their support, bring them games over, dog. See, I would try and get the blue gem. See, like some of these gems I'm getting on accident. I'm gonna fuck up something, bro. There's the fuck up. There's the fuck up. Okay, I actually said that I'm not 100% in this game, so I don't give a fuck. If I get a color gem, it is 1000% on accident. I promise. But I was talking about something. I'm not even gonna attempt to get the gems. We're just gonna. Fuck you. So now that I've kind of talked about, history with Crash 1, little to no history at the fuck all. Let's talk about, my history with John and everything. We can kind of talk about that. We can get into humble beginnings. Like, why not, right? So first off, the year is... What year is it? The year is 2013. My mom and my dad got me a laptop for Christmas. Right? They got me a laptop. Was it my laptop or was it my sister's at first? I want to say it was my sister's. Yeah, it was my sister's old Windows Vista that she left at the house. She had her own laptop now. But I was using that laptop, and we had high speed internet. We had very good Wi-Fi to be able to connect online and play games and shit. But the year is 2013. I had just got started with connecting online. I just discovered what YouTube was. I was talking to people online simply so I could be able to play other people like Smash Bros. Brawl. I could play Smash Bros. Brawl with people, Mario Kart Wii, all sorts of stuff. Now, I had came across this dude at the time known as Death Droid 771 or Death Droid 777. It was one of Todd's names back then, right? Mother Duckert. I came across Todd's channel, saw that he did Mario Kart Wii tournaments, Mario Smash Brothers matches and shit. To myself, I go, that sounds like fun. I message him and I want to involve myself in matches and tournaments and shit. And no, he lets me be a part of them. At the time, this is when I also started seeing Brooklyn Boys 13. This was Mike, known as Duderock 18. This was his channel, with his brother, where they did gaming stuff. I think they have their own comic channel. I don't know if they still use it. Comic Frontline. I don't know if they still do anything with it. I'm actually curious now if they still do anything with it. But they used to really, really be into that shit a lot. I don't know if they still, do anything with it or not. But can I make it from here? But yeah, Brooklyn Boys 13 was their gaming stuff. So, I used to always watch their tournaments all the time. I really want to be in their tournaments and everything as well. But, seeing Todd, I was like, damn, it's just like an easier channel to, link myself to. And before I know it, Todd, right? Keep in mind how old I am. I am like, how old was I in 2013? I think I was like 14? I was 13, 14 years old, right? I didn't talk with people on the internet, and I still believed in the idea of stranger danger, right? Very much so believed in stranger danger, for fucking sure, right? But this phone call I had with Todd, I think was fated. This is awesome, right? So around the time that I really started becoming cool with Todd, he was like, hey man, do you want to talk while playing the game? We can download Skype and play. Me, a gullible teenager, was like, sure. At the time, I lived with my mom. I lived with my sister. Did I live with my sister? No, I didn't live with my sister. My sister did not live in the house with us anymore. I was with my mom and my dad. It's just us. Just a family of three. Todd got me to get Skype. I'm on Skype and everything. I make my account. My username at the time was xanab11. How do you spell that? XANAB11. That was my username. So Todd hits me up. He calls me, and I'm like, okay, got it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was scared as shit. I was scared as shit. I still believed in stranger danger. Still believed in it. Not gonna lie to you. As an adult, you kind of, I don't want to say you throw that shit out the window, but as an adult, you kind of just, like, whenever you walk up on a stranger, you only walk up on a stranger because you want something. Want something, need something, or need to tell that person something, right? Or that person needs something from you. That's it. You don't talk to a stranger just to, like, form conversations. We're not fucking kids anymore. As a kid, it's easy to... never mind. Yeah, that's even worse. As a kid, it's fucking worse. Luckily, I'm not getting the red gem. You don't give a fuck. That's fine. But Todd hits me up on Skype. He calls me. And the weird thing is, like, this is when people just use your username or made a nickname out of your username to talk to you. So he was like, "Hey, XNAB 11." I was like, me, terrified child. I shit you not. Hi, I am in my bedroom. My room is in the back of the house. We lived in an apartment at the time, and this was a single floor apartment. My room, I want to say, was across from my parents' room. Yeah, my room was across from my parents' room. So, God, fucking, the feels, the memories. I'm getting a flashback. Hold on. God, the feels. So my room was across from my parents, and my dad, I think, was doing something. I don't know my dad. I think my dad was just walking through the house. My mom was in the front. Todd calls me. It's like, "Hey, what's up?" And we're just talking for a little bit. I'm trying to keep the conversation short because you know when. How can I put this? My folks were very nosy. This is in the household I live in. I'll just say it like this: my household was very nosy. I lived in a house of nosy people. You know what I'm saying? So hey, who you on the phone with? Who you talking to? What? Who you on the phone with? Who, I wanted to avoid that because I didn't know what to say. So I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna keep this conversation short because I don't fucking know who you are. So initially, I'm hearing Todd, and I'm just like, he sounds exactly the way how I thought him to sound. Granted, I think I already had heard his voice once before, but he sounded the exact way that I thought he would sound like. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking for a little bit. I cut the conversation short. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad I landed there. Oh my god. But yeah, the conversation's short. From then on, I'm kind of just messaging him, getting to know him and stuff, because from then on, I'm like, I still just want to play Mario Kart Wii with him and shit, and still want to have some type of a friendship with somebody. So we kept talking and stuff. I eventually got comfortable, being able to talk to him and being able to just be cool with Todd and everything. And we became pretty close. I am really getting some lucky saves. Hey, John, what's up, dude? Very ironic. Hi. First off, just so you kind of know what's going on, this stream is a Crash Bandicoot marathon. Hey, Eli, what's up? This is a Crash Bandicoot marathon leading up to Crash Team Rumble. I'm going to be doing every single game. I am not 100%ing this fucking game at all. I will 100% every game after that deserves a 100%. Alright? Now, I'm going to be talking about my history with each Crash Bandicoot game because Crash Bandicoot has made some type of, I like how Crash is just looking at me like, why the fuck did you pause the game? Like, he's just looking at me like, what the fuck? Every single Crash game I play, I will pretty much just talk about my history with the game, as well as talk about my history with the Gaming Master guys. And because it's a 10-year, it's a big deal to me too. Yes, clip me saying that, put in a sound recorder, put it as your ringtone, your voice tone. I don't give a fuck. Yes, TGMG is important to me too. It's a big deal. I love the channel. I love the memories I've had. I'm going to talk about my history with it. You popped in right as I'm talking about, like, my history with it. Like, you missed, like, what, the hour and 30 minutes of me talking about every fucking thing else. But I'm glad that you're here as I'm starting to talk about my history with the channel. Never again. I've done it several times. I've done it for practice because I will be doing it on a different channel. But yeah, damn, I need to capture this moment. I just think it's ironic that you got here at the exact moment I'm talking about stuff. So, where was I? I was watching Stranger Things. Oh, that's nice. What are you watching? Netflix? I think it's on Netflix, right? It's either Netflix or HBO. I didn't know you were into Stranger Things. You might have talked about it and said, like, oh yeah, like, Stranger Things, da-da-da-da-da. I don't know. I don't recall. But, where was I? So Todd calls me, and, it was that moment I was kind of weirded out, terrified a little bit. But after that, I kind of after that, I was comfortable. I gradually got comfortable with talking to Todd and everything, right? So later on, yes, on Netflix. I figured it was one of them. Netflix has some banger shows, low key. I got my Netflix back just to watch like 3 shows at the time, but I'm gonna be doing some surfing eventually, looking for some new shit to watch. But later on, I'm still on my quest to find new people to play with, this, that, and the other. Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, whatever. And I also had my YouTube channel, and this was the time period where I was very. I wanted to do YouTube, but I didn't have the technology, definitely not the fucking setup, to get YouTube done at all. I did not. I literally had a laptop, and I had my sister's laptop, so it was Windows Vista with, it was with Windows Movie Maker. If you remember what Windows Movie Maker is, then you're a goat. You're old enough to watch this channel if you remember what Windows Movie Maker is. I don't give a fuck. Well, damn. Yeah, if you remember what Windows Movie Maker is, then you're old enough to watch this channel. But so I only had that shit. Like, to this day, the funny thing is, it's kind of a meme at this point. I always like. It's at some point, I feel like it's like once a year. Oh yeah, Jeremy Alley helped me with the stream layout. It's still the same. I managed to add in the layout where you can see people in the call and them talking. Oh, that's lit, dude. That's really lit. I plan to have y'all as me's. How will you make that work? Also, I'm kind of curious, as far as like your stream going forward, are you only going to be doing streams like, are you gonna bias doing streams like with people, since the whole theme behind your channel is kind of a multiplayer, having people along for the ride type channel, or will you ever have streams where you're by yourself? Like, what is gonna be your motive with that? Because like, I know like my thing is, I normally like to, and I'm curious, that's why I'm asking, but I know for my streams I normally like to do streams by myself. Like, if I do multiplayer games, I tend to do multiplayer games every now and then on stream, but I like to have it to myself because, like, to be honest, I've been streaming randomly out of excitement. I've noticed. I like to, like, there's sometimes, like, where I like to stream, and it's mostly as a venting area. Like, I can just talk about some stuff to an extent. Like, I know, like, with streaming, you can't just say anything. You have to really watch what you say. And my life, to me, I'm not just going to leak out all the personal shit, especially, like, when it comes to work, when it comes to personal lives, and I'm not going to, spoil anybody's business. Like, if someone tells me what they got going on in their life, I'm not just going to spoil it on camera unless it's something that's tame. I don't think streaming is a place for venting about work. I think venting about work can be done anywhere else. That's not the internet. Yeah, if you vent, especially being like with my job, whatever, hell no. You get the wrong person to watch your shit, and then your work history is tarnished. Like, no, I can already see, I can see the bad in all of that now. Oh my Jesus. Oh God. Am I gonna make it before the lights come off? Oh God! Oh God damn it! Oh, yep. I plan to host more. I thought those motherfuckers was coming at me. I was so scared. I plan to host more sessions like Smash and Kart moving forward in some RPG games. The stuff I do with the server is more than likely going to be live streamed from here on. I mean, I know your heart dropped in your socks. Bro, my heart dropped in the sole of my shoes that I'm not wearing. Think about that. I mean, I think that's a smart idea. I think when it comes to streaming, again, like, you tend to get more views and you can get more subscribers, pending if you get, like, raids and shit. Views, I say, is just based on, people click on the video and then they see it and then they click off of it. Some people like to have stuff in the background, and your videos are kind of set up like movie length projects. So whenever you do stuff like Mario Party, Mario Kart, an hour and 30 minutes worth of content, I would say it's worth a stream. You know, you tell people beforehand what's happening, and that way they can watch it and shit. So this level is cool. Yeah. The other version of that level kind of sucks, like, because there's a specific spot where crates are before you actually get into the level. But yeah, streaming saves me time from editing with the server, editing sessions with the server. Yeah, that too. I'm glad you discovered that, because whenever you stream, unless you just want to clip something, then that's when it's like, okay, like, I'll get the VOD, I'll use it on, you know, Sony Vegas, and then I'll edit it and do whatever. What did you think of the thumbnail for this, out of curiosity? I'm asking you, only your opinion matters. Don't take that the wrong way or the right way. Don't let it get to your head. I'm asking because I'm trying to get better at making thumbnails, at least for myself. I'm still working on the Donkey Kong picture that I told you about in your stream yesterday. I'm just working on a Donkey Kong background. I kind of wanted to paint it, but I'm over it. I definitely, though, would recommend, like, I know that you say, like, Twitch is kind of, at least from your perspective, it's hard for you to kind of, like, maneuver around it because of the UI and everything. I definitely would recommend getting into, like, Restream or something, like how I'm doing it, so that way you kind of have two platforms to stream on. Like, I definitely see YouTube is the source that I think I prefer using, or would be better for me, just because I have more of a following on YouTube. However, I would say just have different platforms where you can have your shit, so that way if you get different fans from different locations. And Restream isn't hard to set up at all. It's actually pretty dope. It's pretty easy. And also, I didn't mention, oh my Jesus, regarding Ali, I'm guessing since she made, I died 3 times. 3 times, dog. Well, I'm looking at it. Alright. Since Ali made your overlay, that means that I hope she's feeling better now. I think I have Restream. It's pretty easy. All you do, like, you go to the website, you make an account. I fucked up the Cortex thing, but I don't need it anyway. You make your own account, and from there you link whatever streaming platforms that you want to use. So you have to authorize it to use Twitch. You have to authorize it to use your YouTube. It's other websites too, but the big ones are YouTube and Twitch all day long. I don't think people still use Facebook gaming anymore. I don't think that's even a fucking thing. It might be, but I have too much family and stuff on YouTube to really just want to stream. Like, I think I said to myself that I would actually, like, maybe when I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, then I'll tell my sister, like, hey, this is my YouTube channel, this is what I do. Because I'm not going to lie to you, my channel is not anywhere fucking tame to be doing, like, to be showing my family what I do. Like, my YouTube channel is not tame in the slightest. Like, I've said shit on this channel, and my friends have said shit on this channel, that I'm just like, yeah, you're not going to watch this one, this one, this one. Yeah, so all these Crash Bash, I could probably show my sister one Crash Bash video, and it's the one I just did. It was the most tamest Crash Bash video I ever did. That's why I could probably show it to her. Any of the other ones, it got violent, maybe. The text, the thumbnail's alright. Too much negative space on the left. Could use a picture of yourself playing. The marathon logo should match the font with the Crash font. The text should be bigger, more colorful. I thought about streaming both Twitch, YouTube, not sure yet. Streaming again, but I don't trust my computer right now. Just focus more on recording shorter vids at the moment. More likely, I'll get a new computer in the future. I don't like talking about YouTube. It's my family. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I am. Were the bats there? Bro, they weren't even that fucking close. What the fuck? Where am I at? Is this the end of the level? It is. Alright, cool. I'm not spending it. I was like, what the fuck? I thought the thing that crushed, like, made me spin out. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I would be, like, paper thin. I'm finally open to talk about my channel to some of my IRL friends. No, yeah, no. I can talk about YouTube to my friends. Like, if Carlos is still in here right now, like, I've told him that, hey, I'm recording or doing XYZ. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I got this. Yeah, he's still fucking here. I told Carlos that, yeah, I have a Twitch and YouTube. Like, most of my friends, like, the friends that fucking matter to me outside of Discord know I have a fucking YouTube and Twitch. God damn! This... You don't need lives. No, I mean, I don't, but I want to skip the level. I'm not 100%ing this. I don't give a fuck. I'm almost done. Lovely shortcut. I'm almost done. And then I have time to still play Crash 2 before I have to do some good old Smash Brothers Brawl. Oh no, for this game, it's very generous with lives, but in contrast, the gems are definitely the hardest to get in all the fucking franchise. Wait, where the fuck is it? Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Come on, green balls of oobleck, let's fucking get it on. Finna change? Change. Purple flirt. That shit delicious. Brio invented our YouTube channels. Easy. Alright. We literally have one more level. Then Cortex. Then we're done. Okay, but where was I? John man turned into the Hulk and got smashed. He damn sure did. Pause. Yeah, add that in there too. But no, other historic moments. Let me just fast forward, I guess, to when I met John, I guess. That's actually kind of weird how it looks like that. Yo, Jeremy, when you and everyone come over, I'm finna dress up as people. Alright. Let me stop you while you're ahead. Guys, I'm sorry for him. He says weird shit. he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean... He says weird shit like that. Don't do that. That would be disgusting. Funny enough, I call Peach. Peach looks really adorable in like some of the Mario games nowadays. They even gave her a slight of an ass. A slight. It's like, it's not a peach. It's not a she don't got a peach in the Mario movie. I don't know what you call that. Like, what is a downgrade from a peach? You missed the combo from last night. Well, no shit. I already heard about that. But she ain't got a peach. But she got something. A plum? I guess. I don't know. I think a plum would be like just as plump as a peach. Is it a plum? Hold up. Let me look at the emojis. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll text her. Let me see. What does a plum compared to a peach look like? I'm really curious now. This needs research. So we got a peach. Is there a plum emoji? There's not a plum. What the fuck? That's kind of fucked up. There is not a plum emoji. There's not one. I obviously see the fucking eggplant. That's there in living color. Now, if we just talk about emojis, we already know what cherries is. That's a no-brainer. But I don't know. That's kind of fucked up. Plums are purple, right? They're supposed to be purple. I would say they gave... She's got a pear. Yeah, she's got a pear. Peach, she got a pear. It's like... You know how the pear is like big on the top and it's like, on the bottom. They gave her a donk in that movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like, it's enough for someone like me to handle. Like, I can't handle too much. Like, I can't handle like 2 peaches. And what I mean by that is, it's like, if your peach bigger than like 2 Peaches, I can't handle that. I can't. I'll die. That's too much. That's too much, dog. It's gonna fall, isn't it? Okay, good. That's too much. I can handle like Peach. She got a pair. I can handle a pair. But this, besides the point. Don't dress up as Peach. Give me the context later if you want. But what the fuck? Where am I at with this? I hated this level when I was getting the crystal gem. Yeah, this level sucks. Yeah, this level fucking sucks. Now, I'll give it to you. This game is really fun 100%. Without a doubt. I prefer it on the Insane Trilogy if I'm 100% this, without a doubt. But yeah. Where am I at? Okay, let me fast forward. So, I still have my YouTube channel. I meme about this with John all the time. We've had a couple of discussions about my first YouTube video being the Nerds versus Gladiators video that got like a few dislikes. I used Windows Movie Maker to make it. That's why I was getting at Windows Movie Maker. Used it to make the video. I got a couple of Google images and went to fucking work. Get this shit, hold up. That's so fucking funny to me. I'm sorry. The sound of pain is just hilarious. But no, I made that video, right? That was my first ever video. I didn't have any other videos on the channel. I thought I hit the thing. Why did it fall? Y'all see me jump? I got scared as shit. That was my first video. To this day, I fully regret not using emulators or some type of screen capture back then to really like edit or record video. Like, I would have an endless amount of subscribers if I did like Pokemon Let's Plays back then. Like, I can't lie to you, dog. I would be fucking up there. I love that scream. That shit is hilarious. They kind of brought it back with the Insane Trilogy, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. I'm about to die. Oh my god, I don't know how I made that. I didn't even know it was like dated as far as like Crash 1. I can't even lie to you. What the fuck? Why did it reopen? That was, oh, I hate this level even when I'm not getting the gem, dog. Alright, who's the lucky one? Who did it? Who made it? Jay the Twitch is now following. Thank you so much for the follow, helping me get ever so closer to 50 followers. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is this door gonna close on me? Alright, we cool. Counter! Definitely not the same that scream though. It's just. Oh, I remember you. Hold on. I do remember you. Hell yeah. I think you comment on most of my YouTube videos. Nice DK alert, my guy. Thank you, thank you. I recently got new alerts done on the channel simply because, you know, I just need different reactions. That was something I was kind of lazy to put at the time because I was kind of in a rush. But yeah, Jay the Twitch, I know you. You comment on my YouTube videos a lot. Thank you for the double support. I really appreciate it. I am ass. Oh my god. I really don't like this level. Like, every level in Crash 1 is fine. Even, like, Slippery Climb. Like, not bad of a level, right? It's this shit that I don't like. This level goddamn sucks. Oh my, okay. Yup. I've been working on alerts, too. Oh, I sure would hope so. Dude, like, honestly, if you really get to the point to where you just really love streaming a lot, definitely get, like, a Stream Deck. Steam Deck? Stream Deck? I don't know what it's called. Oh, fuck! Ooh! Where can I get free themes at? What do you mean? Free themes, like... Are you saying, like, for streaming? Or are you saying, like, themes? Like, what type of themes? Can I hit him? Okay. Okay. This is like some bullshit. For streaming. Themes for streaming. All my old Streamlords for Banjo-Kazooie thing. I love that shit. Hell yeah. I can already see it gets a follow. Dun 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 dun. What the fuck, dude, I hate this fucking level. What do you mean, like, streaming things? I'm trying to think about what you're talking about. You talking about, like, alerts? He stopped. I lost 10 lives, dog. That is, like, the hardest part. I can get past the rest of the level after this. I'm trying to think of what you're thinking about, like, stream themes. Because I like, alerts or... Oh, I jumped past him. Yeah, oh, what the fuck? Did he invert himself? Yeah, fuck you. I'm using Streamlabs. Yes, please listen to Moobot. We need 700 subscribers. Don't fall to the fort. Okay, oh! I knew it was gonna fucking close. Ooh, motherfucker. I knew that bitch was gonna close. Ooh, I knew you was gonna close. Dog, I really wish I knew what you meant when you said themes. I really wish I knew what you meant. Hold on, now I'm pissed. I need to know what you're talking about. Stream themes? Is that what I can... Stream themes. Let me... Images... Oh! Bro, you talking about overlays? What the fuck? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Is anyone seeing... So, for my YouTube folk, are y'all seeing buffering? Is the stream going okay? Because I don't know if I've ignored this shit for however much time. The stream looks like it's fine. Y'all ain't saying shit. Twitch looks fine. I don't know. I've been having that. I just noticed YouTube had a notification about my overlays being, or like the stream being shitty. Okay. So I got you as soon as this level's over. So you talking about overlays? That's what you meant. I was like, themes. What are you talking about? I'm over here thinking like, you talking about PS4? You talking about like Steam themes? Like, cause I just got some themes on what is it, Steam? Like yesterday. Fucking Carlos had me looking up the simplest shit on a PC, which is just like, is this the door? This man had me looking up the most simplest shit, like wallpapers, stuff for my Steam profile picture. I was like, yo, it's the small things. Like, dang, fuck. Done with that. Alright. So, I use Streamlabs as well whenever I stream. I use that for just having, like, get analytics for my accounts, Twitch and YouTube. I also use it for overlays. When you go into Streamlabs, you should be able to click on the left side to see... I'm going to give you the exact verbiage. Because we're at the end of the game. I'm going to give you the exact fucking verbiage. Log in with Twitch. Sure. Authorize. Don't care. Go into your alert box. And whenever you go into OBS, you add the widget URL as a browser source. So I could probably link you to a video on how to do it, but this is just like the easy way to do it. You get the link from that because that's going to be pretty much all your overlays, and then you just copy and paste and you edit whatever the fuck you want. I saw that you called me earlier. Maybe today I have to record another video like later today, but I can kind of FaceTime you and walk you through it. As long as you got OBS and gotta go enjoy the Bandicoot, my guy. Peace. Bye, Eli. As long as you got what the fuck? As long as you got OBS, I can show you how to get to overlays. It's easy. Alright, so we got the Great Hall and then Cortex, and we are done with this game, and I'll kind of get a start on Crash 2. Huh. This seems like a super difficult level. Anyway. But, yeah, it's not really difficult. The only annoying part of it is, like, I can't get overlays for YouTube and Twitch. Like, I can, but it's kind of complicated because they don't link the same way. If that makes sense. Like, I could use Streamlabs and then just, like, have separate, like, I could have separate overlays. Like, if you subscribe to my YouTube, I could just have something show up. But yeah, it just depends. So now we're at the final boss. You missed a diamond. What diamond? Oh, you talking about that platform? Oh, I didn't need that shit. So in the Great Hall, in order to like actually go through the level, you have to collect all the gems. I did not do that because fuck all of that. I wish KD was still here. So I'm like, I can't remember who the living fuck the voice of Cortex in this game was. I just know I did not favor it. Yeah, those diamonds were platform, well, gems. Fuck, they're gems. They're platforms. That's it. It's Crash Bandicoot 1. Alright. So, that was it. Yep, this is the ending. The difference between this ending and if I got all the gems, I can literally punch in a cheat code to... Fuck it, we gonna punch in a cheat code. That's just... Because I've already 100%ed this game, so I don't necessarily care. Codes. Yeah, there's a bunch of different passwords for, like... Is there the one for everything? All but one gem. There's not a 100% completed one, is there? I see access. Oh. Ooh, Super Spartan 14. Oh, Jacob. Oh my God. Hey, after this, I'm with you, boss. I got you. I haven't forgot about you. Do not worry. I have been a terrible fucking person. Good run. Thanks, Sean. Yes, I'm gonna use a cheat code, just to show the actual ending. I'd hate to just, you know, say fuck that shit. This. Alright, that's it, right? Is it gonna go back to the main menu, right? Alright. Let's use the password. It says all gems except one. So I don't know which gem that is. And then I see one that says have all levels, but it doesn't say all gems. So we'll see. Triangle, triangle, triangle. Oh shit! Scared the fuck out of me. Square, circle, square. X, X, square, circle, triangle, circle, square, circle, X, circle, X, circle, square, square, circle, square, X, X. Okay. Okay, so thanks, but I mainly dropped by to see you play some good old Crash and see if you're hyped for the Greninja raid. Yes, I am absolutely excited for Greninja. It's a week from now, right? Yeah, it's a week, so it's far out. I need to know its moveset. I need to know. There's always like a way to just solo these Pokemon, so I'm excited to see what it's gonna be. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be ground type. I don't know what Pokemon it's gonna be. It's gonna be something strategic, but ground type are not gonna be the go-to, even though it's a poison type, because obviously it's Greninja, has water type moves. Um, so it says all but one gym. Ah, okay. This the level I literally just don't want to fucking do in the slightest. But yes, I am excited. Thank you for stopping by, though. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm gonna try fucking me sideways, dog. I'm gonna. Ah, I hate that part of the fucking level. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to see if I can get the ending. All I have to do is one level, right? It could have been any other one. Could have been Insanity Beach. It could have been that. It could have been Insanity Beach. But no, it has to be fucking in the dark. That's what it has to be. I just hate this part of the level. Alright, well, I have the time. So let's keep talking. Let's talk about, you know, my history with John and everything. And the channel. That's what we're here for. I met this dude, Gunk Shot and Water Shuriken for sure. I didn't know it can learn Gunk Shot. I mean, Water Shuriken makes sense because it's like ace move. Everything else is definitely just going to have moves for coverage. So, hey, I'm finna go do something. Just text me, bro. Much love. Thank you so much for stopping by in the stream, my dude. I appreciate you. Hey, man, I'm going to text you later, though, just to kind of give you some insight on what you can do for overlays and stuff. If I don't text you today, you can text me. I don't care. I might. Hopefully I don't forget. Oh, shit. I almost fell. I fell. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be one. This is gonna be a level. Why the fuck didn't they just? Why didn't they just have 100% file? I know I sound kind of ungrateful a little bit, but okay, I'm kind of getting better at this part. It's a poison raid, and Greninja can only learn Toxic Spice and Gunk Shot. Well, usually, even though it's poison, like, it's still gonna have those coverage moves to kind of like crash his face. It's still gonna have coverage moves to kind of like cover against anything that tries to hurt it. That's the thing. Like, I don't think if it has Toxic Spice, that's fucking stupid. Like, at least it's gonna have like hitting moves, like something that's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me get past this part, man. I'll talk for a little bit. All right, cool. I just gotta keep going because like, I remember it. I only have this light for a little bit. Oh my Jesus. The fucking light. Okay, no, I didn't. Thank God. I just don't miss a fucking platform. Oh! Okay. Yup, that would have been a swing and a miss. Just like that. Jesus Christ. I don't want to do this. Why it couldn't have been? You know what? I'm gonna give it 3 more tries. 3 more tries. I just don't have the patience, though. I don't have the patience. got Tourette's in my thumb for a second. Jesus Christ. But yeah, fast forward really fast. This dude named Finbud, met him through just looking up ways to kind of increase, you know, viewership on my channel and find some people. You know, this was the era of the sub for sub era. Everyone starts out that way. You know what I'm saying? Fucking pissed. This was the sub for sub era though. So whenever you would see other people on YouTube, Twitch, what have you, like you see people that you see smaller YouTubers and you're just like, hey, if you sub to me, I'll sub to you, and then you try to work out group channel ideas, you try to collab, it never falls through. Normally because this other person that you want to collab with wants to do shit that doesn't make fucking sense. What the fuck was even that? Why did you jump? There was nothing there, dumbs. Why'd you jump, dumbs? But no. The Finbud channel was a group of people who the idea was for us to kind of just form a group. And it was a group channel, right? Like a genuine group channel, like something like Game Explain, except we didn't do news. It was supposed to just be gameplay specific videos that each individual person would upload. You know what I'm saying? So it was just different types of videos and shit. And Finbud was the leader. Now in that group, there was this dude. His name was the Gaming Master Guys, also known as John, right? So I met this dude, and we're starting to talk because, you know, we're starting to learn different people in the Finbud group. We're starting to make friends. And then me and John become close. I don't for the fucking slightest remember my first conversation with John. But after meeting John, we kind of just dropped the whole Finbud thing somewhere along the way. And then later the fuck on, I introduced John to Todd. I introduced John to another one of my friends who I met at the time during the whole Smash Bros. Escapade of just trying to find people to play with. Oh my Jesus. How did I fucking dodge that? I'm goated right now. Oh my Jesus. That totally didn't fucking scare me. I can't believe it. I'm finally touching a checkpoint. I'm so involved. Oh my god. I'm so involved. I'm so involved. Oh my Jesus. Oh. Oh no! Fuck you! Fuck! Oh my god! Holy everything! You don't know how involved I just was. Oh, that's delicious. You season that? Man. Ooh, we put it on a kebab. Put it on the grill. What? What's the charcoal called? I need what's some good charcoal brands. What are they? What the fuck are they? Kingsford. You put some Kingsford on that? Hold on, man. I found another password that is actually 100%. I forgot. The internet does exist. They just axed your ass. Yeah. That axe just axed your ass. Yeah, it did. It totally did. We're gonna use another cheat code. That's what we're gonna do. Double team substitute counter roly poly. I see roly and I just wanted to say roly poly. Role play, haze, protect, endure. it'd be annoying if it had fucking... I can see haze, and I can see double team. That would be fucking annoying. Imagine its fucking evasiveness being so high you can't even touch it, and then the time... God, that would suck. Alright, let's see. Triangle, 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 triangle. X, square. Triangle, 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 triangle. Square, X, triangle, circle, triangle, 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 circle. Bitch. This... Bitch. Okay. Bro. Okay. Source dance I don't see. You know, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I just think to look up a 100% file instead of going through that fucking torture? Oh my god. That was awful. Oh my goodness. It's funny. Like, all these platforms, you don't see not one colored one. Like, out of all the colored ones we got. Hi, Tana. Now we're done. Oh, god damn. Okay. Okay. Whew. Now we're done. Whew, man. Prior to fumbling in the dark, everything was fine. Yup, GG's. This is Papu sold the ruins of Casa Cortex to a resort developer. Then he's proceeded to open a big and tall shop on the island. After intense therapy and 8 years of higher education, Dr. Rue went on to write the well-received book Through the Eye of the Vortex, a study of rapid evolution and its consequences. I think they say consequences. Yes, consequences. Qualcomm moved to Hollywood and landed a motion picture deal of universal proportions. Huh, we get it. Currently, he's working with a speech therapist to improve his diction. Pinstripe moved to Chicago, where he now owns and operates a citywide sanitation company. He is saving money for his upcoming gubernatorial campaign. What the fuck is gubernatorial mean? Big-ass words. After the disappearance of his mentor, Dr. Nitrous Brio rediscovered his first love, tending bar. I would not go to a bar where he's the bartender. Ain't no telling what the fuck. I'm putting this in your drink for an experiment. Yeah, you should be fired. The world has heard nothing more of Cortex since Crash foiled his plans, but evil geniuses are harder to squash than cockroaches. Alright, so that was Crash 1. This is the actual ending, and again, this ending is not canon to the trilogy at all. The way I kind of see this ending, it's an extra ending, but the original ending that leads to Crash 2 still happens. But I feel like this is like the, oh shit, I forgot, part of the story. And it's weird because with the story, Cortex's castle is pretty much in ruins. So I don't know if Crash just goes to a part of the castle where Tana is just like somewhere else. I don't know. And matter of fact, how the fuck are they moving but the castle? Are they just flying in place? The castle's still right there. That bird is broken, dog. That's funny as fuck. So that's Crash 1. I've already talked about the game, at least my thoughts and history with it. Now, I'll look at this game, I'll be really fair, you know. 1996. You find out that the PlayStation 1 is a thing. Sony finally gets their Mario. You see it for the first time and you're like, you know, this is the shit. As a teenager, I probably would have much more of a like competency level to be able to envelop myself in the game and actually love it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays I don't really know. You know, yeah, I do know. I just beat the game in like what? It took me. We won't count fumbling in the dark. It took me an hour and some change to beat this game. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. You know, I feel like I could go back to Crash 1 and replay it every now and then. Like, this is my Super Mario World for PlayStation. Like, I say Super Mario World because Super Mario World is one of those games I can just go back and 100%. I literally just did it, like, not too while ago. But Crash 1, I can do that because the game it's easy in some regards. Like, the lab can piss off, but yeah, like, the game's not bad. I like it. Like I said, it's definitely up there for top 5 Crash games. If we're talking like the Insane Trilogy, I'll be honest, it's up there. But yeah, it was great. I'm gonna take a break for a little bit though. I'm gonna be playing Crash 2 next. I do have something to do in about 2 hours, so I will be playing this as much as I can. This is where the 100% running starts happening. I'm gonna 100% this game as much as I can. So yeah, so we're gonna jump into that. I'm fucking excited, but it has been 2 hours. I'm thirsty. I'm going to see how analytically I've been doing because I don't get notifications on YouTube for, you know, my streams and such. So I don't know how I've been doing. Oh, I gained a sub. That's neat. And then 28 followers. I'll probably find out later. This is when Crash got better. Again, if the music is hella loud, please let me know, and I'll fix what I can. Or if it's too loud.
Crash Bandicoot 2.
Vortex Strikes Back. Alright, so first off, what we need to do is we have to change the title of this to be Crash Bandicoot Strikes Back. Sweet. And can I also do that on YouTube? I should be able to do it on YouTube also. Yep. Now, unlike Twitch, when it comes to changing what the title of the game is, on YouTube, that scream is amazing. Legendary Clancy Brown himself. God, dude. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation?
Everything this man says is just legendary. But yes, this game I have more memories with, without a doubt. Not as many compared to CTR and Crash Bash, but I have memories with this one.
My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
I think if you pause this, it's gonna be called demo, right? Is that what it is? Intro. Alright, I'll be right back. God. You know what? I'm gonna do us a solid, because I'm not playing music. First off, this is Coco. She's my sister. She's awesome. One of my favorite female protagonists. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, I just wanted to go to the part where there's going to be music. I'll be right back. I literally just need more water and some Kool-Aid or something. I'm not hungry. I'm not going to eat during the stream because I already ate and I'm actually really fucking full and my ear hurts. So I'll be right back, guys. If you guys are enjoying this, if you're on Twitch, don't forget to follow. Help me reach 50 followers so I get my affiliate status back. Chat it up. I think that's also a goal that I need to reach. Talk, ask me some questions if you're comfortable. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. I'm close to 700 subscribers, which is 300 from 1,000. So, yay. I'll be back in a second, and, sure. Oh man. What's up, Devin Smith? What's up, bro? I call you Devin. I don't know why I said Devin Smith like that. What's up, man? Whew, man. I needed that shit. Alright, I'm back. I got 2 bottles of water. I'm only gonna show one. The other one's on the floor. I got some Kool-Aid, some on my countertop. I need a reminder. Make sure. Alright. Cool. I'm back, guys. We were streaming for about 2 hours and 15-ish minutes. I'm Jeremy from the JayJugular channel. The whole purpose of this is going to be a Crash Bandicoot marathon leading up to Crash Team Rumble. Did I move? I think I'm good now. Yeah, I'm good. Alright, yep, so this is going to be a stream leading up to Crash Team Rumble. I will be 100%ing, or at least completing, every single Crash Bandicoot game leading up to that. Even the weird ones. I know what y'all are thinking. I will do Crash Bandicoot. Don't worry. Excuse me. But, we just completed Crash Bandicoot 1. I used a password to get to 100% ending, so, yeah. We're also going to be talking about some history with the Gaming Master, guys, because it's the 10-year anniversary for the channel this year. I would like to call that my second home. My third home is the other channel that I have currently with 2 other friends, but it's my second home because, you know, I call it my second home because my first home is my channel, my second home is John's channel, and my third home is my other channel, which you guys will hear about. Something to kind of talk about with Crash 2 on the PS3, there's still D-pad control. We don't get analog control, I don't think, until Crash 3, I think. So we're still using the D-pad on the PS3 version of this. This is the only way that I can actually play the original version without, like, physical. I could use an emulator, but we don't want to do that shit. Come on, dog. We ain't gonna do that shit. Yeah, so, yeah. So, God, this game still gives the goosebumps when playing this. Even on the PS1. This is like one of the best looking PS1 games, dog. And next to Crash, all the Crash Bandicoot games look gorgeous for PS1.
But I rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me that crystal's Crash. That is all I will say for now.
Alright, dog. So, couple of things. We will be 100%ing this. I'm going to get every single gem. The ironic thing about it is I did kind of start a Let's Play series of this game on my channel, but didn't finish it. And that's only because I was kind of going through something at the time. I may or may not just delete those videos. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll just put them in a playlist. If someone's interested in watching them, maybe I will just drop a video saying like, hey, watch this stream. Well, I guess this is a good time to showcase this. I did not mean to break a crate. I had to remember, like, fuck. I literally walked into the level saying like, oh, I'm gonna get the blue gem. Show this off. Cortex gets pissed if you don't ask you don't do what he asks.
No.
Okay, he doesn't get pissed. It's like,
Bring me the crystals.
okay, maybe a little pissed. Yeah, so I'm not going to make that mistake again. So pretty much what happens is if you go into the level, I think it's up to 2 or 3 times this happens. If you go into the level and you don't get the crystal, Cortex gets fucking anal with you. And he's just like, what the fuck? Like, hey, the crystal, it looks like this. Like, go back in there, try it again. And then the next time he's like, okay, what the fuck? I said crystal. You know, the crystal that looks like this. You know, the thing that's, you know, above the level name. You just get it and you walk up to it and you touch it. He's really trying to drive in the fact that, hey, this is how you play the game. But, yeah, I meant to not break a crate. I'm only quitting because I'm going to get the blue gem first. Because why not? I usually just break the boxes first. But, yeah, this is Crash 2, man. Like, history with Crash 2. See, this is a little bit harder because of that. History with Crash 2. So, like I said, we had Crash 2 in the house, right? I feel like the older the Crash game, the less amount of years that we had it. And goes to show, even with fucking Crash 1, we didn't even fucking have that game. With Crash 2, get on the fucking mushroom, damn it. With Crash 2, we had the disc. I definitely remember, and I think it was my uncle's game originally. Can I just do this? Yeah, let's do that. You can't do that in the Insane Trilogy, so I definitely think it was my uncle's game. But we borrowed it, and we had it for some time. Really, really great PlayStation 1 game. I know the discussion between me and Noah has always been, oh, what color is your disc? And, oh, Sean also. Like, what color is your disc? Like, oh, mine is the colored version, and then mine is the black and white version. I don't remember which one is more rare than the other one.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holographs are hard to contain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. Crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Oh, okay. You know, the sad part about it is you can't fight the fact that, what do you call it? What is it, the plays where the audience knows what's happening, but the protagonist doesn't? That's what this is. It's like, I think that's second person. I can't remember. I haven't done English or drama in forever, but one of them is where the audience knows what's going on, but the protagonist doesn't. Now, we can definitely fight the fact that Crash is an intelligent idiot. He is a very intelligent idiot. The thing about Crash is Cortex. I love this name. I love this shit. I'm sorry, I can't talk. This is a really good song. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm good. What was I about to fucking say? This is like my favorite song in the original soundtrack. I love this. Like, this song. Because it's the credits theme. It's one of the skull routes. It's a hidden level. It's so much shit. I love that song. Alright, but, I don't remember, dog. My history with it, I played it as a kid. Now, that PSP story, if you were around whenever I was talking about my history with Crash 1, I didn't have Crash 1 on the PSP. I did have Crash 2. But I had Crash 1, or Crash 2, excuse me. And definitely remember putting hours in. We didn't have a PlayStation 1 growing up. We had the PS2, which was just as good. You know, backwards compatible games and a lot of other things that the PS2 could do. I definitely remember we used it as a DVD from time to time. yeah, dog. Like I definitely remember like owning Crash 2 in the house. I never got super far with the game. I just remember kind of my dad played it a lot more than I did. Oh, without a doubt. Like, this is when I was a kid too, so my competence level with some of these games, game overs were just, common. It was a common thing. So, I think when it came to this game in particular, I liked it. I just liked the look of it. This was the Crash that I know because this Crash design is literally the same one that they use in Crash 2. A couple of new things with this game, which I really love, is like new added additions that just makes Crash Bandicoot a lot better. First off, we have a box counter. Oh, the camera's over here. I don't know why I looked over there. I think that's because I moved my camera to be able to look at me while I'm playing the game versus just look over there, which shows more of my side profile, which I just don't like. But yeah, we have a box counter now. That doesn't really help us too much if you don't know how many boxes are actually in the level. But if you miss the same box a number of times, you remember which fucking however many crates a level has. I promise you, I to this day remember Cold Hard Crash has 155 boxes. We have the Crash Dance. Just looking at myself twitch. Cool. Lots on rap. Lots on rap there. So I can start with the things that I like about this game a lot is immediately playing Crash 2 after playing Crash 1, seeing the changes, seeing the graphics, seeing how beautiful the game looks, it's fucking incredible. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not even playing this on my good TV. I don't have a CRT TV to play this shit on, but one of my TVs is damn near good enough to play like old school games on, especially like with just the AV cords, not on some HDMI shit. Like I definitely love playing like Crash Bash on my PS2 a lot more than playing it on an emulator or playing it on the 3 by a mile. But this game looks great. Like there's so much. Crash has new moves. Crash moves like a lot different. He doesn't move like he's just stiff. Like Crash is not nowhere stiff in this game. He doesn't feel like he doesn't look dopey. He still is kind of dumb. Like he looks like an idiot, but he looks like an intelligent idiot this time. It's like he knows that, there's business to be done. And matter of fact, Crash is really just doing this for what reason? I don't fucking know. Like, he's doing this to protect the world, and he thinks that Cortex just, is suddenly a good guy now. But we, the audience, know that Cortex is really just using Crash. And behind the scope, I think that's kind of cool. I think that point of view from the story is kind of interesting, where it's like, the whole time there's tug and pull to see when is Crash gonna actually, take off the shutter glasses and see, like, okay, Cortex is not good in the slightest. If anything, he's way more evil. And now we have like a new way to kind of tackle Crash Bandicoot levels as a whole. Like, it's less of a just complete the level type deal, or if you're really just about it, you're trying to 100% the game. It's less of a, just 100% the game or just beat it. It's kind of like you have MacGuffins now, which makes the game a lot different. I think that makes it, more of a goal-oriented adventure versus like hey, just complete the level type deal, because you know when you have like 3D platformers, that's really all what you have to do. I mean, Naughty Dog invented, or not invented, but implemented the crates in Crash Bandicoot just as a means to have something else in the level. Because yes, I'll be honest, without crates, this game would be it'd be a little boring to not have some form of a MacGuffin or something to just break or something else to do in the level. So in my eyes, it's like with the crystals, it kind of adds more of a, we have an end goal. It's not just get to the end of the level. It's, hey, go through the level, grab that thing, and then get out. Not to mention, Crash 2 has so much shit. Like, there's so much new shit in the game, dog. Like, I haven't even talked about Crash's moveset. Like, first off, this motherfucker now has the ability to slide. He feels smoother. Like I said, he doesn't feel stiff. He doesn't feel stiff at all. And he doesn't feel stiff, right? He has new abilities, he has new vehicles, new gimmicks. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I think what people probably really love a lot about Crash 2, and it's probably a lot of people's favorite game in the fucking trilogy, and I can see the argument in that being because, first off, when you're playing this game immediately after playing Crash 1, fuck yeah, you're probably definitely gonna love this game a lot because it changed so much. Like, it changed so fucking much. Level themes are a little bit interesting, even though to this day I will still call Crash, I don't know, the entire, well, you can't say trilogy anymore because it's actually 4 games now instead of 3, but out of the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy, I still say like 2 is my favorite and 3 is damn near close. 1 is just there. It's a good game. It's not a, what do you call it? It's not a guilty pleasure. It kind of is. It kind of is. But it gets to a point in the game where I'm just like, okay, I'm done because this shit is pissing me off. That's what this game is. Or that's what Crash 1 was, at least.
Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve.
Shit like this, the holograms. Like, was this even done? Were there other PlayStation 1 games that did that shit? That kind of did the whole holographic cutscene thing? Is this the only game? Wait a minute. If I take the blue gem, route, it gets me other crates. I don't think there shouldn't be a link nowhere to this level. It shouldn't be that. I'm pretty certain I get the blue gem to go to other boxes. I'm pretty sure. Because we already got the gem from the time. I just gotta get the boxes here. But yeah, dude, I don't have too much. This is the same thing. Like, my biggest history with this game growing up was just playing it. I didn't play it heavily, and I never completed it or 100% of it on my own. I might have at some point. I just can't remember when. But, again, this was another one of the games that my uncle had on his PS3. I also had my old PS3 back home. And, oh, wait a minute. I had my old PS3 back home, and I really swear, like, to this day, like, the PS3 that I'm currently using is the original, like, I'm using the original PS3, the one that's, like, backwards compatible with 2 and 1 games, which, the one that's really, really rare, according to a lot of people. The only difference is I was able to take out the 80 gigabyte, hard drive and replace it with one that's like a terabyte. I don't know how much space I have left on this damn thing, but I can get an endless amount of games if I so please. So this thing, I'm pretty sure I get other crates with this. not to mention too, there's other level themes in this. Like, I think the one thing I really liked about Crash 1 the most was the fact that the level themes kind of correlate with the setting that you're in. There's not like, oh, like, we're just gonna go to different random locations. Like, I think Crash 2 kind of set the forefront of the type of levels that you would see in Crash Bandicoot games going forward. Kind of. Actually, no, it doesn't. I'm gonna shut up, because that's not even the thing. Crash Bandicoot levels across all the games, including Crash 4, have completely different themes for all their levels. Like what the fuck am I smoking? Like, every single Crash game has a different type of theme or set of themes for the levels that they offer. It's actually really fucking incredible how that is. Wait a minute, so we got this thing, and then I gotta turn the fuck around. Oh, I'm safe. It's gonna take this. There we go. This is. But yeah, I think that's actually cool. Like, the new themes here are really good. We still have the returning jungle, which is a thing, but it's kind of replaced. Well, we have the first level that's a rainforest. The jungle returns, though. The jungle returns as a thing. Then we have ice levels. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, this was a point as a kid playing this, I was a sucker for snow levels, because it never, snow was like one of those super fictional things for me growing up, because it never snowed in my hometown. It snowed, the first time I ever witnessed snow was 6th grade. Oh, yep, there it is. Drama queen. Oh, fuck. God damn it. The first time I ever witnessed snow was 6th grade. And it snowed, and I was out of school for an entirety of a fucking week. I was out of school, like, all week. That was my first time seeing snow. So, for me, whenever I see a snow level in a game or an ice world, sometimes those are the most difficult fucking worlds in a game. But for me, I'm always like, fuck yes, this is the snow world. I don't really get like that nowadays, though. I kind of do, but it just depends on the game. Like, some games do snow worlds decently, or snow levels good enough. Like, whenever I would get to the snow world in Donkey Kong Country, I'm always like, oh fuck, shit, it looks so cool, it's so nice, it's pretty. Like, yeah, dude, my first time seeing snow, I was like, oh my god, that is cool. Because snow is like one of the fucking weather, it's a weather effect, or just a weather that you don't really see a lot. At least for me, it has to be fucking cold. Like, year round, you got sunny weather. Maybe you'll get some foggy weather every now and then if the weather's hitting right, I guess, if you care about fog. But yeah, my history with Crash 2 is literally the same. You won't really get a history lesson out of me with the Crash games until we get to, like, Crash Bandicoot. And that's, like, I'm being honest, because that's my era of Crash Bandicoot. I was going to mention that in, I missed a great deal. Thank God. My era of Crash Bandicoot is the dark era, funny enough, or at least the era that people don't really care about. Like, real shit. My era, I was very upset that we got a copy of Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex, from my uncle. We got a copy of the game, and the game didn't work. It would not play. It was scratched up. Like, we always had the instance of getting a super scratchy disc from my uncle. Like, or at least in general, like, if my dad brought a game, it was always the expectancy of, oh, this game, like, is scratched up. Then eventually we got a different copy of the game, and then the game finally played. But that's my history with, like, Wrath of Cortex. I'm going to get to that later, and I'm going to be jumping to that immediately after Crash Bash? Oh, you know what? Now this is probably a good time to mention this. Yes, for people that care, I will still... Yo, Jeremy, how you doing, man? Good. How are you? I really wish that I could... I literally lost my train of thought. I'm doing good, though, man. How you doing? Loving the purple. But yeah, dog, like, what was I finna fucking say? Yeah, no, like, I was so, like, upset. Like, Crash Rapid Cortex was, like, I wanted to play that game endlessly, like, when we had that. So that kind of just shows my age with Crash Bandicoot, because a lot of the PS1 games, we lost them because of time and everything else, and scratchy disc. So, most of my history will not start. I can go for miles on end about Crash Bash and Crash Team Racing a little bit. Crash Warped, kind of. Hey, Shamar. But yeah, kind of talking about the story of this game. This game is kind of a little bit different. Like, this is something else I like about the Crash trilogy. Each story happens after each other. I don't know if that's just a Naughty Dog thing. Naughty Dog does that with their... Well, every company should do that, or developer, maker of a game, studio, whatever the fuck, should do that with their games that have a 2. Like, I kind of like it a lot more when a game has a story that's being told throughout the entire thing. I really like that. Like, I like that a lot, actually. Just like in Jeremy, don't mind me. No, dude, you're fine. You're fine. My streams aren't just for watching. You can listen to my voice and have me in the background, do whatever you want. My thing about God damn it, I forgot what I was fucking talking about. See, bro, me and Gabe got GTFO. I'm gonna need to copy. What is GTFO? Okay. Oh wait, no. No, I'm thinking of a different game. But okay. See you, bro. I'm thinking of the fucking brothel game that you showed me. I'm gonna stream that. That is actually dope. It's a stealth-based game on Steam. Okay. Literally, like, the next time I get paid, I'm getting, like, the games that you got, just so I can play games with you. Because I'm out here with Devour. You already got your ass scared, and I just missed the thrill of it. It must be done. Yes, yeah, very true. I literally just remember what the fuck I was talking about. I was talking about games that... I'll see you later. Yep. I was talking about games that do really good jobs at, like, connecting the stories, right? Like, I love Crash Bandicoot for this. Like, at least with the 4 Crash games that we have, with Crash 1, the 4 main Crash Bandicoot games, so Crash 1, Crash 2, 3, and 4, like, with the main Crash Bandicoot games, they all connect together. They all connect. And you might as well say that Crash Team Racing connects with those games as well, just because of what goes on in Crash 4. You know, and I like that. I think that makes me love a game even more. I can't even lie to you. Like, that just sells me on a game. Well, for y'all who don't know, like, I don't like every genre. Platformers are up there, though. I'm not going to get into a discussion about where I rank my favorite, like, genres of games. Like, I more or less love platformers a lot. Side scrollers, depends on the character. The IP and the publisher mean a lot to me in that regard when it comes to that. I can't just play any 2D platform because some games do it right while others don't. I don't know. Some just copy, like Super Mario kind of did the 2D platform. It seemed really good, and then others kind of took that and ran with it. Others just, they're still walking. This is. It's like everything is just fucking different, right? Like, and you know, I've gotten into this era. I don't know if it's just my age. I don't know what it is. Like, I love watching retrospectives on YouTube a lot. I love watching history of videos, or just seeing how far a company or a video game franchise has gone. I love that shit. That I've been getting really addicted to watching stuff like that. So I've seen the history of Naughty Dog and Crash Bandicoot plenty of times. plenty of times. I've heard about all the shit that Universal put Naughty Dog through in their heydays, like in their early days. Watch out behind you. What? Oh shit! The whole time I just don't see the fucking snowball. But no, like in Naughty Dog's heyday, I saw or read about and watched videos on all the shit that Universal just put them through. Universal was terrible. Like, Universal's fucking awful. I can't even lie to you. In terms of like how they handle their video game companies and everything, fucking trash. Like, I have to do this. They're fucking garbage. I can't fight that. They're terrible. And for those of you who don't know, Universal, I'll just say this. Universal, whenever Crash Team Racing was being made by Naughty Dog, I think this was the last Sony Computer Yeah, I think this was. I had to say the intro in my head to think like, did Universal have something to do with it? I think. I can't fucking remember. Let me see. I need to look at the Crash Team Racing box art. I need to just see the box art. Because every other Crash game has a Universal logo on it. Okay, no, I'm trying to see if the Universal logo is on this damn thing, and I'm getting very piss poor results. I'm just trying to find one fucking thing. Okay, it is. So Universal owned Crash still, but this was like the last. Crash Team Racing was just like Mario Kart. Yeah, it was basically like Naughty Dog / Sony's jab at making a Mario Kart clone, or kind of having something to compete with Mario Kart 64. And in my eyes, back then, like with all the racing games that were out, between Crash Team Racing, Diddy Kong Racing, and Mario Kart 64, Crash Team Racing, I feel like. You know what's great about this? I can die as many times as I want. That's also another major upgrade in this game. If I'm going for a regular gym, even if I'm going for a color gym, I can die as much as I want. Doesn't matter. But no, like Crash Team Racing definitely was winning. I think the only thing that stopped it from see me. The only thing that stopped it from winning was, I don't know, like, again, I was saying like this as if it's like Crash Bandicoot, you know, and I don't know if I really got to finish that like monologue I was going on about like, hey, like, imagine it's 1996 and this is the game that you see, you know, Sony just dropped the PlayStation. You're seeing all the things that the PlayStation can do. You can play music, you can play your movies. It can do all this like Gucci shit. This is why I like the analog stick. I feel like I don't have a lot of good control with Crash when I'm not using the analog stick. This just doesn't fucking feel cool. Like, it just feels weird. I mean, I can fight it. I mean, I played fucking Crash 1 and not handled it, so... Did it? Oh, fuck! But no, dog, like, I don't know. Crash Bandicoot, like, Crash Team Racing definitely would have won that. It's just the multi-tap and having to afford, like, controllers and shit for your friends. I feel like that would have been the fucking struggle bus of it. Like, having multiple controllers. Of course, nowadays, like, that shit is, like, affordable. But, yeah. Alright, we pretty much cleared this warp room. I think I'm missing one gem. What's up?
Enemies. Some of them you may even recognize. Although they cannot harm you inside this warp room, they can attack you on your way to the next one. To get to the next warp room, use the platform that
You know the funny thing, if you haven't played the Insane Trilogy, stop watching this, go play it. But in Crash 2 of the Insane Trilogy version of Crash 2, they kept the voice, like the mouth animations, or at least the hologram animations, for as if they were supposed to say the full dialogue and replicate what they say in this game. But they pretty much took out like going to the boss area by just using the warp pad. So they took that shit out. They took that out completely. Whenever you beat a boss or whenever you clear a warp room of like all the levels, you get all the crystals, the boss's warp gate is in the warp room. And you can actually already see like, hey, this is the boss of the warp room that you're battling. You know what I'm saying? And you see that and you're just like, okay, cool beans. So I'm having the battle engine here. And I don't like that. I don't like that only because it kills the thrill of what Crash 2 is supposed to be. Like, Crash 2 is supposed to be, hey, I would think at a certain point you don't know who you're really battling or who the boss is until later. Like, you go to Warp 5 and you see that Cortex is the fucking boss of that area. You're like, let's say it's the first time you're playing Crash 2. Okay, like, yeah, I get it. Again, the game is supposed to be, we know what's happening. I just slaughtered Ripperoo. Yeah, he's back. He's gone now. Not to mention his theme got remixed. Best rendition of his song, like, ever. Holy shit. But yeah. What was he gonna say? Something about Ripperoo being garbage.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered. 20 to be exact. Planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the
You're breaking up, Cortex. I think you should swap from T-Mobile. Oh, hey, Coco. She's got Verizon.
Looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise. Crash, I can't keep the data pack open anymore. Crash, you need to...
Okay. Yeah, but I think the whole thing in Crash 2 and the Insane Trilogy with the boss's names kind of having their portal there, I think it kills the suspense, but that's just my opinion. You know, some people might argue and be like, no, like, I think that's a good addition, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, well, no, because, like, I definitely think that's the one flaw that, you know, I can play through. It's not, it doesn't make the game unplayable by any fucking means, but what it does do, it kind of just, it makes me look back and I say, you know, how would this game would have looked had they, you know, included that part of the dialogue that seems so simple just to add. Like, any dialogue that involves them saying use the platform or take the platform, whatever the fuck, they completely took it out. So, I don't know. Not a big deal. Still, really good game. I would say, when it comes to playing that, both versions of Crash 2 are fine to play. I don't think there's much more. There isn't really a definitive way. Some people would just say, oh yeah, the Insane Trilogy for sure. And I would say those games add a lot that this version of Crash 2 doesn't add. But that's just my opinion. Other things to kind of notice when it comes to bosses, you know, previously, whenever we were going through Crash 1, a lot of the bosses there were followers or creations of Cortex. Papu Papu was the only exception. Papu Papu just kind of disturbing his island life, and, you know, we just happened to barge in his hut and fuck up some shit. He wasn't really evil. It was kind of like we were just fucking up the island tribe and fucking up his way of life. But everyone therefore after that was pretty much a creation of Cortex and wanted our ass. So The only difference here is, like, whenever we got the hologram from Brio, kind of detailing, hey, I just stuttered, like, several times over. With Brio, it's like, hey, get the gems if you want to stop Cortex, because he's actually fucking evil, you're just an idiot. Get the gems if you really want to save the world. And the thing with Embryo is, you know, he said, and I quote, if you're going to help Cortex, then I'm just going to do whatever I can to stop you if you're not going to help me. Which, that would involve him sending a lot of enemies after you. So it's safe to assume that pretty much all enemies that you encounter in this game are followers of Embryo. Even the ones that were followers of Cortex, to include Ripperoo. And if you remember, the ending of Crash 1 talked about how everyone's lives changed after the game and after the events and everything. Ripperoo just became more of a scholar. As you can, it holds true. You know, in Crash 1, it said, hey, he went to further his education for 8 years, which probably would include a associate's and some form of a master's degree. An associate's and some form of maybe a bachelor's. I jumped too hard. I think this level has a skull route now that I think about it. But I'm probably not going to take it because we are going to go for the red gem now. Good thing there's a checkpoint right there. But yeah, we can still. So, what was I getting at? Yeah, so most enemies and bosses that we encounter are 9 times out of 10 some type of follower of fuck, dude. I'm saying every end name except his. We can safely assume that they're followers of Embryo. Because there's no type of cutscene or anything story-wise that tells us that Cortex had time to pretty much make these enemies. Even with fucking Engine at the start of the game saying there's no more Earthbound operatives that Cortex pretty much has on his side. So, Ripperoo just basically said, fuck off, Cortex. Tiny was created by Dr. Embryo and later sided with Cortex. And the Komodo brothers, I guess, were made by Embryo as well in that same light. And Engine is just Cortex's lackey. Alright, that's it for that. So, this is an interesting story. You know, like, hey, you know, you never even really think about that because, you know, they're just bosses. And, you know, you don't really just start thinking about the lore or the things to note about a game until maybe when you're a little bit older and you just start getting a little curious. You know, you meet the one person who knows a lot more about the game compared to you, so you just be like, oh, what do you mean this, that, and the third, and Cortex, you know, didn't make Tiny. It makes sense though, because even in Crash Warp, like, Tiny, or Cortex talks about Tiny as if, like, you know, I don't know. I don't think Tiny just has a lot of, he has history with Cortex, you know, but Cortex didn't make Tiny. Alright, so we can officially call this warp room complete. Start in the center. Oh, okay, yep, going up. Alright. Fun little trick here. I don't know if this is what makes the polar bear absolutely hate Crash, or there's another reason. it's kind of funny though, because I envision Polar being a good guy. Like I see Polar and I'm just like, oh, he's so fucking cute. You know, you never just think that in Crash 2, Polar just absolutely fucking hates Crash just riding on his back. Like I don't know. Like I think that's one of the best things. Like I used to fucking love the polar bear levels in Crash 2. Like holy shit. I hate getting a mask. Oh god. Couldn't fucking control myself. I hate getting a mask and then this happens. Like, no, for real though, I can't. I don't think I need to go on the skull route. I don't think I do. I want to say I have to, but at the same time, I feel like I don't have to. Yeah, there's a skull route up there. I just don't know if I need to take it. Alright, time for more history with Jeremy and the Gaming Master Guide. So, last time I discussed a little bit of information about how me and John met this guy named Finbud, and I'll just at least do this. And that'll be it. Alright, so, I don't know. I can't fucking remember if I need to do this to get the gem. Even if I don't, I can just get the gem and die. Like, I don't think there's a gem. Yeah, I don't think there's boxes here. I think it's just fucking nitros and shit everywhere. Do this, but so me and John, you know, got close and we started hanging out more often. Around this era too, like I said, we all hung out. It was originally a very small group of people between me, Todd, John, Shadow. There's a bunch of people, you know, that we had as friends. I never get stuck in that fucking thing. Like, we had a good group of friends in our group. You know, it wasn't a lot of us. We had Gerald. You know, it was just 5 of us. We also had like a few other people, you know, that we met along the way that eventually would just want to talk to us, meet us. A lot of people grew up too, which is the funny part. You know, we have people in our friend group now that date back, you know, as far as close to me and John's friendship when we first met. But the only difference here is that we didn't hang out with them. These were just, I guess you can call them supporting characters in a world of just people who wanted to be friends and people who didn't really know what they wanted to do yet. What the purpose of this group really was yet, you know what I'm saying? So, me and John would hang out a lot. Originally, I don't remember meeting Chris. I don't remember meeting Sparks from 28 at all. I feel like this was just someone that John introduced me to. Actually, how did I meet? I want to say, because Todd knew Chris. Like, Chris and Todd knew each other well. And I feel like that's where the connection between them, or that's where the connection kind of formed, was between Todd knew Chris, because because they would hang out a lot, and then that's how I met them. I can't really remember, but I just remember that kind of being the start of projects to come, because that was the first like instance where like I met John, and literally like, you know, I was into YouTube and I was in between like channel names, excuse me, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do for myself. I keep fucking dying, mate. I was in between channel names. I didn't know what I wanted to do with YouTube. I didn't have the setup to do YouTube, but I was able to do videos for other people. Funny how that fucking works. John just up and asked me one day, you know, like, hey, do you want to actually be in a Pokemon Let's Play? And, you know, I like Pokemon, but I don't know. I didn't have any... I think I had like Pokemon Platinum at the time. To this day, that's like still one of my favorite Pokemon games. I kind of made it. Fuck. And to this day, Pokemon Platinum ranks up there as far as being favorite. Am I gonna have to come back to this level or something? I feel like I am. Oh yeah, this is one of those. This is one of those. Yeah, I definitely think like the thing with that whole scenario, like I said, I don't really remember it too far back, but I just remember early beginnings with doing the different videos for John was like, this is a completely newer feeling. I wasn't really used to just doing videos with people, or just, I was still getting used to just being on Skype with damn near strangers and having someone ask me like, hey, I'm doing this video series, we're gonna do this other person, are you down? And I'm kind of like, okay. I mean, I don't have nothing else to do. I'm like a 14-year-old boy, you know, like just going to high school, and then I get to be on someone else's channel. Sure, I think that definitely can go in the bucket list of things. Like, sure, why not? And having the opportunity to really just be in something that, you know, that I never thought would be as big as it is great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very happy that I had the opportunity. And, you know, John didn't have to ask me, but I think it was only because of the close-knit group of people that we just had is what furthered the, hey, like, do you want to do this? You know, there wasn't any, hey, I've seen you around, I've seen what you can do you want to do this? It's kind of like a, hey, do you want to try this thing? It's like, sure. Crash is stuck in the water, and that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's like super history with like starting Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. And I feel like my thing with John is he said it as a, he basically made it sound like Fire Red and Leaf Green was really just an update to that series, and it's like, no, that's his own original thing. And, you know, I'm even humble beginnings such as that, I look at those as like, yeah, cringy. You know, some of us didn't hit puberty. I had more hair back then, and I was a little bit more skinnier. Those were fun times, man. Those were really fun times. It's really fun times, man. Well, this is the point to end it. I think it's a good time to end it. Well, guys, this has been it. I have streamed for 3 whopping hours. Huh, whopping. I like that. I streamed for, I'm sorry, Crash, you don't have to look at me like that. I streamed for a good amount of time, though, today, right? We 100% it or completed Crash Bandicoot 1. What the fuck is that picture? I'm amazed. Okay, cool, just whatever. Yes, I 100% Crash 1. At least completed it, however you want to look at it. I started Crash 2. We had a lot of discussions about early TGMG years and kind of some history with Crash 1 and 2. Don't have a lot, guys, but, you know, I have enough to talk about with the games to be able to tell you that they definitely enveloped my childhood in some shape, form, or fashion. We're going to get to Crash Wrath of Cortex and also Good job, man. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. We're gonna get to those other games. I'm gonna have a lot more to say because that's an era of Crash Bandicoot. Although most people don't really prefer it, that's the era that I played. You know, a lot of those games, I loved them growing up. And I'm looking at them now, and I'm looking at the reviews, I'm looking at opinions and different retrospectives and perspectives of the game. And I'm just like, damn, was this game really that bad? Like, I don't know. But we still have a lot of other Crash games to go. Next time I stream this, I don't know if I'll 100% this. I mean, I was able to, like, clear Crash in an hour and a half just by completing it. If I was just going to complete this game, I would have probably been a Warping 3 by now. Probably. But, yeah. More streams to come. I think the next time I said I was going to stream was probably... I don't think I have a stream schedule. I could do one tomorrow. Could. But then again, I don't know what my schedule's going to be tomorrow. Oh. We'll do one Thursday. I will schedule another stream for Thursday because I actually put in an off day this week. So I just need to get it approved and then we'll be all good to go. But guys, I'm not going to waste too much time. Thank you so much for everyone that followed. I'm going to give a couple of shout outs because I can just go to Restream and do that. Actually, I'll go to Streamlabs. Or can I just go to Twitch and do it? I could just go on Twitch and do it, right? Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, let's do that. Creator dashboard. I think that's what I want, right? Achievements, overview, analytics, followers, activity, roles manager, content. Okay. There it is. Alright, so for people that followed me today, Nebird, so Carlos, thank you for the follow 2 hours ago. I know you already left. Appreciate the follow. Damien, old neighbor, thank you so much. Can we do a Discord call? We get on Pokemon Violet. I want to talk to Greninja Raid. Probably not now. I do have to record in an hour, so I do want another break just to kind of relax a little bit. I have been like talking the whole time, so it might not be today. If anything, I can definitely play. I might stream Pokemon Violet whenever the actual raid happens, so maybe we can talk then. I have no problem with that. Maybe, depends, but yeah, man, I'm tired. I gotta record like another hour, so can't be today. So I still would be down though. I'm not gonna say no to that, but just not right now. Jade at Twitch, thank you for the follow. Jacob, thank you so much for the follow as well. Thank y'all so much for supporting. I don't know how many people actually followed or subscribed on YouTube, so I'm gonna check on that now, but thank you so much. I will see y'all later. Have a blessed day. I hope y'all, you know, if you got an off day for MLK today, thank you. Remember what the reason of the day is. Do your own research on that. But I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Stay blessed. And I'll see y'all later.